I'm sure it's gonna be fun. I'm just kidding if that was not clear enough.
Yeah, there is actually kind of it is kind of interesting giving them making them normally to have the normal amount of HP and then giving them max HP. It's actually a little weird.
Oh, so you're giving them like normal HP plus max HP?
No, I mean that when I make it using monster creation rules, I make it to have um, normal I make it to have normal HP based on the normal HP rules, and then I give it max HP.
That's cool. I mean, as
As
long as
in,
it works, I guess.
it has max HP in total.
So you're just giving it max HP.
Yeah.
But the process of giving it
but the thing is
kind of funny.
Yeah, and because the thing is, like, max HP is max compared to the already decided by me amount of HP it had.
Yeah, but Kevin.
Yep.
How you doing, Kevin?
Yeah, all right.
You had fun with your little girlfriend, I guess. Now we should call her.
Yeah, why not?
She was demoted, I guess, or something. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna pry into it. Maybe I'll send this video. Maybe I'll send that video. But you know,
No.
I'm not gonna do too much.
Yeah.
So Leon will be having problems with his connection?
Looks like it, yes. So we have his sheet. Yeah. Yeah. So, let's just one thing I want to kind of recap. I'm going to say that because combat doesn't actually take that long, that probably all of the getting there and the back, I'm going to say that probably took about 20 minutes. So you have about 10 more minutes of spells.
Resist energy.
Of the not dying from cold spells.
I mean, you highly overrate the extreme cold. I literally like posted how it's not gonna deal any damage to us.
I did deliberately make it worse in my notes because you are a higher CR party.
Cool.
Yeah. I increased.
That's not how the environment works, but okay.
It is the idea. My idea is that it is not just below -20 Fahrenheit. It is way below that, so it does extra damage compared to others. This is not the category of extreme cold from the book. This is something I made up based on it.
Cool.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's just funny. We're not really judging it. I mean, I am judging it, and I'm putting it in my notes. But, you know, the rest might not be judging it.
Yeah. My thought is that it's like -60 to -100 degrees down here. Like, cold beyond human survival.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
In that case, the endure element spell is not gonna help us. Because the Endure element spell lists what's the lowest temperature you can manage with it. Let me look it up.
Hmm.
Let's see. You can
Negative
swap between
50
minus
and
50
yeah,
and 140.
it's minus 50 then.
Cool. But there's rules for the minus 50.
Just let it go.
Dude,
Wibbly
we're
wobbly
not
timey
playing.
wimey.
Sure.
This is it's magic down here.
Sure. I mean, we're just talking before the game. I don't see why you should let it go immediately. We're just having fun. And, judging Puppy
Yeah.
on his
So
jamming skills.
I've been trying to figure out. It looks like you can in Pathfinder 2 as a rogue. You can get. I've been seeing if you can start out with all skills trained. I've not found a way. I found
Probably haven't looked hard enough.
Yeah, so there are 17 skills. You can start out with 16 of them trained without an enormous amount of effort. You just have to pick basically the skill-oriented options at character creation. So if you step 1, be a rogue. Step 2, have 16 intelligence as a rogue, which is not that hard. You basically just have to choose 2, and in choosing 2, you forsake other ability scores. But you don't have to forsake dexterity, so you're not that bad off. And step 3, pick the skilled ancestry feat be a human, and pick the skilled ancestry feat, which gives you 2 extra skills to be trained at first level. So rogues are trained in 10 plus int skills at first level. They don't get the int doesn't affect your skill increases later, so having more at first level is warranted. So that means that they start with 13. You get 1 lore for free, so actually 14. 2 more is 16. So 1 more, if I can find a way to get 1 more skill increase that is compatible with all of that.
Have the intelligence be 18 instead of 16?
That is impossible.
Why?
Because one of the boosts you get is to your key ability score for your class. You get one of the 4 sources of boost is a fixed one based on your key ability score for your class, and for a rogue that's dexterity.
Is there any cool traits that might allow you to have an? I'm not even sure if there's traits anymore.
Their traits as they exist in Pathfinder 1 do not exist in Pathfinder 2. Backgrounds are similar and kind of better at doing the same basic thing. But
then just there's probably a background that allows you to have
there's
an
a
additional...
every background can give you a +2 to intelligence. That's part of the 16. Is assuming you do that.
Oh.
Assuming that it's one of your +2s from being a human, one of your +2s from your background, and one of your +2s from what you get for existing.
I'm not sure we can help you without actually knowing all of the rules.
Yeah. And I'm not sure it is possible, and maybe it's for the best that it's not possible to be trained in absolutely every skill at first level. Probably it eventually will, because it's already so close.
Yeah.
Why
would you need all 16 skills? Some of them are probably you can't even roll them properly because of your other ability skills.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely correct.
It's bragging rights.
Sure, I can see that. For my Facio, I have every skill as a class skill except for fly, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so the one skill you would neglect would probably be something that is not of much use to your niche or that's well handled somewhere else. So like religion is probably well handled by the cleric. Um, uh, or occultism is probably well handled by others as well.
Yep. And I was
Occultism,
gonna.
yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Occultism is the only skill that doesn't have a clear analog in Pathfinder 1. Um, it's like, because now it's like psychic shit, basically. So,
Oh.
psychic casting, which is called occult casting, as well as like occult writings or um, occult things.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'm going to look up its uses, and then if that's not enough time for Leon to get on, then we'll start. Because
Sure.
there's a well-codified list of every skill's various uses that exists in Pathfinder 1 too, but it's like more so. O P Q R so R P occultism. You can identify occult magic like you can with Arcana, Religion, and Nature with their own. You can learn an occult spell. Learn an occult smell. And you can read Esoterica, which allows you to understand occult writing, including complex metaphysical systems, syncretic principles, and incoherent ramblings, as long as it is in a language you can normally read. So it's the ability to read, like, the journal from Gravity Falls and interpret it accurately.
That seems not true. I mean, most of those stuff was probably either dungeoneering or engineering.
So a lot of it was, yeah, a lot of it would be dungeoneering, some of it would be nature and various, the monster stuff would be covered by that stuff, but like, shit like, what the fuck is a Bill Cipher is occult.
I can see that, sure.
Yeah. There is no more knowledge planes. I don't know if that's been, I actually, okay, yeah, there's, never mind. I was gonna say I don't see recall knowledge. There it is. You can use occultism to remember knowledge regarding ancient mysteries, obscure philosophy, or creatures of occult significance, like Bill Cipher. Bill Cipher is certainly a creature of occult significance.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah. Now, Arcana might be applicable as well, but I think the difference between Arcana, Arcane, and Occult magic is that Occult magic is creepy, weird, and kind of secret, whereas Arcane magic is academic and stuffy and kind
Bookish.
of a what?
Bookish.
Yeah, very bookish. Occult magic is bookish, but the books all have to be like secret tomes told in code and bound in human faces. Like, there's
You
no.
can hate all you want, but that face is still gonna be on that fucking book, dude.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's a person I don't like.
Spoken like a true human, dude.
Uh, which. So, you guys have about 10 minutes left of non-dying of cold. And only Zinrail appears to be damaged. So, there is up.
Yeah, that is our only option.
Yep.
Yep.
Give me control of Leon.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring his shit up. And now that we know how to use it, it's probably going to be easier.
So if 20 minutes has passed, recast my shield.
Yeah. And stop.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna send you back here.
Sure.
As you enter here, you see these coffins?
Yep.
Yep.
The two on the right swing open, and critters stand up from inside of them.
I'll roll his initiative as well, since it's the same modifier. Awesome ice zombies. Playing Skyrim.
I think my character sheet is lagging again. We'll see what I can do.
Fiend Champa.
Did that work?
You're in
Yay!
initiative.
Cool.
I think everybody's in. Cool. Knowledge to know what these guys are?
Religion.
Religion. Let me see if I got that. I don't think I do. I don't. Okay, then I'm gonna tag this dude. The one further away. Nope. Can't see him yet. 5-foot step here. Yep, I can see a part of him, so I will full attack him.
Mm-hmm.
I will use a haste round. Are they considered anything cool?
They are not humans or evil outsiders.
Cool. So let's see. Does 21 hit their flat foot?
No.
22.
No.
Does 27 hit their flat foot?
Yes.
26 actually.
Yes.
26. Cool. So that is 1, 2, 3. Okay. Are they evil?
They are evil.
Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. 6
Okay.
times 2 is 12.
Okay. This is piercing damage.
This is piercing damage, 185, all in one go. So
Okay. A portion of it is removed.
Cool. That is my turn.
Leon.
The guy on the top is entangled.
Noted.
Leon will move like so, and he will attack. Let me make sure of
Alright.
the modifier. Does 46 hit?
It does.
Okay, for damage, which is gonna be. Are they immune to sneak attack?
No.
This is
Yeah.
vital and sneak attack. Oh, cool. I just rolled your stuff for you.
That's cool. It'll take me a minute to get in.
Okay.
Can they be intimidated?
No.
I doubt. Cool. So 82 damage. His weapon is +2. His bludgeoning and slashing.
Okay. The damage is reduced.
Did you figure in power attack here?
I did figure in power
Yeah.
attack.
Cool.
Alright. Fang.
Yeah, swift action, pull point, spell, shocking grasp, and move to there and attack.
Okay.
Does 34 hit?
34 does hit. Roll spell resistance, please.
Yeah, coming up.
All right. We're
36.
somewhere down the hallway. Good.
You're right here.
36.
Yeah, we just started moving.
Cool.
36 overcome spell resistance.
Okay. 52 points then in total.
All right.
Puppy, when you get a chance, disallow me the access
Yep.
to his token.
Was doing that. 36, you said? Or how much damage?
52.
Sorry.
Suddenly can't see. Oh, I saw the ping. It's just like the lights went out.
Yep,
Oh.
I see what I did wrong.
Hmm.
There you go. That fix it?
Somebody
Not
prepare
yet.
the
There it
blindness
is.
deafness. And you
We're
think I
good.
will.
All right. This guy, do both of these do both of you guys have cold resistance 30, or is one of you endure elements?
This guy is endure elements.
All right.
Glad you know this.
Have cold damage.
Okay.
The cold is emanating from the creature. The creature is very cold. He seems to heal some. And he is going to full attack the creature in front of him.
Yep.
He is on a top of a coffin, so I believe that's a +1 or 2.
If he's like
Yeah.
overhead, if he has the high ground, it's a +2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that is power attack. And that's a penalty of that. So bite, claw, claw.
That was extremely low hits. They all miss.
All right. This guy's turn. He is going to. Yeah, he has line of effect. He is going to cast Wall of Ice.
God damn it. That was said in character.
Yeah. I don't doubt it. Let's see how many of these he gets. Alright. As basically all he wants. So.
Give us a concentration check.
That's right.
I doubt you're gonna fail it, but you know.
I believe he actually can't. So.
Yep.
3. Does he have line of effect there? Not really. So. 5. 6. 7. An 8th designed specifically to fuck you over, Humam, so you'll need to make a reflex save.
Cool. 31.
You will end up on top.
Awesome. Now I have the high ground.
Okay. I don't think he can choose post hoc, so
Didn't really get what you just said.
I don't think he can then choose to box you in from the top, seeing that you
Oh.
succeed. I don't think he knows until he's designated everywhere he's going to place one.
Yep.
9. And then does he have shit to use from all the way over there? You know. And then he'll go ahead and 10. And making these taller is going to consume some more. Give that an 11. And I'll stop it. So he's made these taller than the kind of the visually it looks like they are. So
Yep.
it blocks fully the entrance, and the T-Rex needs to make a reflex save. Okay.
Derek is really having some really bad brain freezes.
Yep.
We should call him Ice Chomper from now on.
Oh. I was doing that wrong. So
What happens is cool here. I think we should just go with it, Puppy.
Yeah. So he can't accidentally. Fiend Chomper cannot be trapped in the wall of ice as it forms. That was wrong. And I'll do it right in the future.
Sure.
Flux.
Double skip turns until ice goes away.
I think you can see him, so if, at least... Can you see him? Can you see this dude?
No.
Okay, then never mind.
Alright. Mom.
I will full attack this one. He is no longer entangled. And I will use a haste attack.
Okay.
Use a haste this down. Let's see.
17 is the only miss I see.
Cool. Does the crit confirm? I think it does.
Crit confirms.
Cool. Does fire treat them special?
They are vulnerable to it.
Awesome. Then I will roll that after the normal damage.
Is it likely to be less than 200?
Not very likely, no.
Okay. We'll go ahead and have you roll.
This is 220. And then another. And another 42. The 42 is fire. I already vulnerability him.
Okay.
So in total, 262.
Okay. They do seem to take a little less fire damage than they probably should, but he still dies.
If he had like that resist 30 because of the worshipping thing, the fire damage wouldn't have happened at all.
Okay.
Because I have basically flaming on my weapon.
Okay. Yeah. Then that is how that worked out then.
Yeah, that's why I asked, does fire treat them special?
Okay.
Because I remember somebody
Leon.
has.
Okay. So that's a wall and that's a wall. Can I actually hit him from there?
I'll say he has soft cover.
Okay. 38.
Hits.
Numbers, more numbers. Does anything count as a wall for sneak attack?
He's not adjacent to anything that counts as a wall. 28
Okay, good.
misses.
28 is a vital strike.
That's damage.
Oh, that's damage. Okay.
Yep. He's undead, so he probably can't be intimidated, right?
He cannot.
Okay, cool. So 60, 70. 70 total.
All right.
74.
Yep.
Fang.
Yeah. Swift action, recall the spell, cast it in. Here's the concentration. That should be okay. And full attack him.
23 does not overcome SR.
Okay. So no lightning damage, but the rest should be correct.
Yeah. So 32 confirms. So that's 43.
Yeah.
Of which only a portion happens. Oh.
Does the 27 confirm?
Yes, it does. I've already started, so.
What?
Here's what I got. That's
I'd already started subtracting the damage, so.
awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So.
By the way, is what I'm doing annoying to anybody?
You adding up the damage is very helpful.
Yeah.
Do say so if it becomes annoying at any point. Like, you're taking the game away from me. Stop it, okay?
Those are my numbers. How dare you?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Torsiv, you were going to say something?
No. Well, just a comment about the one who mom do the math. That's okay. It speeds things up.
All right. Leon, have cold damage.
Okay.
He heals a little and is going to full attack again.
Yep. That hits. Yeah, all hit.
So bite, claw, claw. So that is. I'll add up all of the regular damage together.
Yep.
Plus 8 is 20. 96 from all of the regular attack damage.
Yeah, noted.
And the wound erupts with tongues of black fire. This will occur on your turn.
Yep. Sounds ominous.
Flux.
Ha! It's not me this time.
Yeah.
Same as previous double skip.
Heal 5 from heal 10. Take 10, Kevin. Heal 5, everybody else. The two of you.
Okay.
Your held action now happens, I think, Kevin.
All right. My turn will be first. Burb will hide as he usually wants to do. 5, 10 movement. That's not enough. I want to screw over the T-Rex.
I mean, you can move here.
Not sure which would be the most. I guess that might be the best. Knowledge on planes on the guy, I'm assuming.
Religion.
20 plus religion is 22. Only 23 total.
So you do not know what this is.
Okay.
You can recognize that it's probably undead.
All right.
Or at least it is a skeleton that is moving around.
Logically, that would.
Yeah.
Undead is likely. What would I like to do? Heal check on my allies. Do they seem pretty bad off?
I'm
Or
good again.
Roll. Leon hasn't taken damage. I say that he's taken like a pittance of damage, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Got healed.
Torsiv is bloodied.
All right. I'll channel to heal. I'll deselect out the enemy with my ring, even though it's undead.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Okay.
Because I don't think I can get to him easily anyway. Is there a line of effect between that corner?
There is line of effect between you and Torsiv.
Okay, yeah. Roll 10. Heal 35, Torsiv.
Thank you.
No problem.
And Leon.
Oh yeah, and myself I should.
Full.
Yeah, but I was down a bit from taking those damages. Okay. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Zenrai?
5. I don't want. I guess we go up to there, and she can. It's already an action to heal if needed.
I will full attack him. Kevin, did you know there's a domain power for some domain that makes you ignore channel resistance for undead on your channel?
Didn't know that.
Yep. Does 27 hit?
27 does not hit.
Cool. Let me see if there's any bonuses. It is undead, it is evil, so there's a +2 on that.
No.
And he is within 30 feet. So 30 to hit?
30 does not hit.
Cool. That makes it. Does 33 hit?
Yes.
Cool. $86 damage, one go.
Okay.
Need to go. The dogs are making a ruckus. Be right back.
Yep.
Leon.
Okay. 40?
Hits.
Cool. Damage, more damage.
All right. Down.
Yes.
But combat does not end.
Good to know.
I can't believe I wasted a 69 here.
Yeah.
God damn. I'm so
You
sorry,
did that to
Leon.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Leon.
Torsif's turn is next. The events of it are going to be important. In the name of saving time, I'm going to go ahead and roll T-Rex damage. So that's going to be...
I'll hop here and take no damage, I think. I'll roll acrobatic.
I'm going to change the macro up a bit so that we don't have to deal with that.
Not sure how high the icewall was, but I fall.
Right.
I land on my feet, I'm not prone, and I take the minimum damage.
Okay.
If any at all.
Probably 1 or 2 points tops. Don't you ignore the first 10 feet as well, or is it a different thing?
That's with a good acrobatic check.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Cool.
You need to make a fortitude save.
Yep. $37.
You're good. This is going to recur over the course of the next few rounds. I had the T-Rex do his turn already. Flux.
Could you check out what's going on with our friend here?
Sure. Heal check, or what would be to determine what's going on?
Failing the knowledge religion check is going to severely limit how much information you can get, but you can give me a heal check.
All right.
And could Zenray do it, and the burb as well? The knowledge.
Zenray is pretty much useless, even though she's a cleric. A 29 heal.
Something is going on with the black fire that's in the wounds he took from this creature.
+2 versus. Give me 1 second. Plus. Just minus 2 on religion, so he has a +20. Professor Burb is going to attempt to diagnose the wounds.
Okay.
39 on religion.
God.
He knows that those creatures were winter whites. And that one of their abilities is Blight Fire. When they damage a creature with a bite or claw, the wound erupts with tongues of black fire. For the next 5 rounds, the victim must make a fortitude save at the start of its turn or take 1d6 points of constitution drain.
Holy shit.
Oops.
Is there a heal? Is there a way to like stop that from happening? Like any type of?
It's not called out as a curse. It's not called out as... It's not really called out as anything. He just needs to succeed in saves, and then things that remove drain can remove it.
Maybe give him fortune?
That sounds like a good call. So on my turn, this is still. Yes, this is my turn. I think can I move there, or is there? I guess I can move through there. Is that possible?
Move where?
Like to this side, is it possible to like move to there?
Yeah, this is a valid square to occupy.
Okay, cool. That's move. And then I'll cast Fortune, and then chant next round to keep it up, and then I can do Restoration if needed.
All right.
So what does Fortune do?
You get
roll your
advantage. Advantage on a d20 roll once per round.
Cool.
It's pretty awesome.
And Ray.
She will move to there and ready in action to. I think what is restoration's like 2 or 3 rounds, I think.
Yeah, 3-round casting.
So, what's your con score, if I may ask?
What my con is?
Yeah.
Let's see. I have con on 18.
Okay, so you're unlikely to be killed by this, but
Yep.
will, it's 100. Wait, let me look at this.
It's still 4d6, but it's still unlikely for him to die. So just keep.
No. I'm just looking at this. Just give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm just reading through this. Okay, so she will begin casting Restoration with the 100 GP to remove concentration drains. That'll happen on the 3rd round from now. In case it's needed, it'll happen. That should be in the middle of him going through this. So just be on the safe side.
Yeah, just a precaution.
Yep.
Good call.
Anything to do, Leon?
Not that I'm aware of.
Fortitude saves. Roll 2, and the better result will apply.
Yeah.
Nope. Not you, Leon.
Oh, okay.
The 37 applies, meaning you save successfully.
Would a 25 failed, out of curiosity?
We don't know that.
You don't know.
Okay, I like to know this.
That's destroyed.
Can somebody please wish for like some ice flavoring, like dice? I'm really sad for Fiend Jumper. Just eating bland ice.
Yeah, I'll chant, keep up the fortune. I think Zenrai has the candle on the drain front. We'll keep going from there.
Does Prestidigitation cover weird shit like?
I think so.
Prestidigitation works. Yeah.
Fort
I think he
saves.
has it.
Yeah, matching.
You win.
Cool.
Fort saves.
Yeah. Can do it.
Nice, 42. Damn.
That's really cool. It actually specifically states that it can flavor 1 pound of material.
And fort saves. Alright.
Yes.
The
no
25s
Constitution
did
then.
fail, by the way.
What was that?
25 duds is a failure, so.
Good to call. So I will mark off 100 GP off the sheet, even though it wasn't needed because we did cast a spell. But better that than having a guy die.
Okay.
I'm grateful. I'm still short 60 hit points though.
Yeah.
60. We can handle
5
that.
times
We had-
lifelink would
we had-
activate.
What?
Right. So that would be you'd heal 25 automatically. I think I'll just take it to 30. So we'll be about even. 122.
Yeah, okay.
And then I'll do a channel, one of my channels. 26. 35. That get you to full?
Yep.
Okay.
Anything found in the sarcophagus is.
No.
If you die from con drain, Breath of Life has no effect, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I was a little worried about that.
Yeah. Other resurrecting stuff does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, Breath of Life in particular is not effectual.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we keep going? I'm actively looking for traps, Puppy. Here's the perception. Apply it whenever you want to apply it.
Yeah, we're looking at each sarcophagus to make sure there's not going to see something jumping out at some inopportune time.
Yep.
The only one that still has a creature in it is this one, and it seems to be long dead.
Okay, cool.
I mean, the other two also seem to be long dead.
Yes, but... And...
Oh, wow. Initiative.
Yep.
Not sure where Kevin and Zenray are, but they should
Yeah,
probably
they're-
move up.
Shit,
They're
your
just
mom.
around the hallway.
Yeah,
Well, called initiative, so I'm gonna do it from here.
That's how it works.
Zenray was looking at the tapestries and rolled low.
Distracted. Still need Fiend Chomper and the New Devil.
Alright.
Oh, could you give the T-Rex a 1 hour long like food dye that he has? So that when he eats ice, there's actually good flavor on the ice.
I mean, why would you want him to reach into the bag when he can press the digitation?
The digitation is the dye. He created it with the dye, and it's gonna persist for an hour.
I see where you're going with that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that doesn't really
I
work
will find
visually,
them.
so...
I'll have it step here and knowledge.
Local?
Nope, not it. I will full attack it. Let's see. Anything cool about it?
Not sure exactly what you mean. Oh, in
Is it
terms of
considered
those
evil?
things?
Yeah.
It's evil, but it's not an evil outsider.
Oh, cool. So there's a +2 on these attacks then. Does 21 hit its flat-foot?
No.
Does 28 hit its flat-foot?
No.
Does 32 hit its flat-foot?
No.
Does 42 hit its flat-foot?
Yes.
Cool. And that is about it. Have it be entangled.
Okay. Give me one moment here.
1 moment has been allotted for you.
Alright, it takes that damage.
Awesome. That is my turn.
Fang.
Yeah. Moving up.
Okay.
What I think it is it's that Martian race.
That was a move. I have no idea what this is, but let's try something. The Roll20 sheet is lagging painfully today. And you try to... yeah, I do ball lightning.
Okay.
Is this a large or a medium creature?
It's a large creature. So here's that is the best representation of the space it actually occupies.
Yeah. So can I put one globe in 3 of his squares?
You can do that. Roll reflex. Doesn't affect him.
Yeah. Okay.
Flux.
All right. There's room for me to move up. Burb wants to stay behind. He's not the bravest of Burbs. 5, 10, 15.
He's not learned Brave Bird.
Do I sense it's north or the sense of combat?
You've been told it's north.
Yeah.
Okay. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
People are pointing their weapons down that hallway.
You know, it seems logical. I just don't want to, don't want to overstep my bounds as a player. That's 50 feet. Yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure my sight was up. Local, I think you said.
Yes.
Don't have a great, but 15's not gonna tell me much.
It's actually religion as well.
Not much better. 26.
With 26, you know it to be a Grave Knight.
Ah, okay.
15, you assume it's some kind of alien creature that's native to this world. What it is it is a four-armed giant.
Kasatha?
What?
The Kasatha, maybe?
No, they're not giants.
Kasatha are not giants. This thing is dual-wielding greatswords.
Awesome. That's the bolt you wanted to.
I had
Only
to make
works
up
in
a
World of
feat just so
Warcraft.
that it could do that functionally.
Mhm.
But it was worth it.
You have to make up a feat?
Yep.
Cool!
Basically, it says you can dual-wield great swords without penalty. With all of the other 2-weapon fighting shit as prerequisite.
It's
Yeah.
racial feat, I assume.
I mean, it could be done if you multi-classed a certain fighter and barbarian, but
Okay,
Yeah,
I
go
will. Yeah. One quick thing to look up. I'll cast Gloom Blind Bolts on it. So does it save for each ray or just once per the spell for blinding?
Explain this spell to me.
Okay, so set off 3 separate rays, and each they have to make a reflex save or be blinded. Any creature struck by a bolt must succeed at a reflex save or be blinded. Is that so? If they do it all on the same target, do they get 3 times?
what level's the spell?
Did somebody say anything useful?
I just asked a question, but it was an interruption, so ignore me.
Yep.
I'll say he does need to save 3 times.
Okay. One that fails, other is lowest will be 25 touch. It's including -4 for going through.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, his AC is predominantly from things, so.
Okay. So that will be a 3rd level spell. It will be 27.
Okay. He does fail twice.
Okay. Looks like the
3rd save is for the attack that didn't work. So.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So yeah, so he's blinded, and then 86 damage.
That is a really
his
cool
damage
spell.
typed.
Negative energy, I believe.
It is negative, yes.
Negative energy. Okay, he heals.
Yep. It says either 46 points of damage to living creatures or heals 46 points of damage to undead. With our knowledge religion, wouldn't we have known if it's?
I told him it was a Grave Knight, and he
God
did it anyway.
Damn it, Kevin.
I don't know what I thought that was like a class, like a Hell Knight. I didn't
No,
know.
they're from Shatterstar.
Dumbass. You dumbass.
I don't know every fucking thing in the fucking book.
It's funny. Just chill.
Rookie mistake.
Leon.
Fine, whatever.
At least it's blended.
Thought you remembered, but that's okay.
He did blind it. That worked.
That's 30. And call that a double move. I'm gonna try and get into the corner, but I don't think I can. There we go.
His turn. He is in a bad. He's in a bad place. In actually quite a bad place. What he can, however, do is use object permanence to move. He is provoking from Leon because he doesn't know about that.
Yep. 37.
That'll hit.
Cool. Take 52.
All right.
He's blind, so you can do sneak attack on him.
Yeah.
Good point. And another 22.
Okay.
And some dex and strength damage.
He's
The
immune to that
undead
because he's
army.
undead.
Yeah.
So he was going to do a cone of energy damage, but now he knows where an enemy is. So let's start with mischance. He misses on account of mischance.
Cool.
T-Rex goes here. And going to make a bite. Wins. Does 60.
Free grab.
Yep. CMB. I'm going to have to actually calculate a CMD on the fly. That number plus that, let's see, that number is that number, that number, that number, that number. He is grabbed.
Very nice.
Zenrai.
Alright, she can move pretty fast. Let's see how far she can get. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. That should be
There's
20.
a conversation that happens where she slaps your character and goes, "That thing's clearly undead. The fuck?"
Well, after I like, oh yeah, those are undead. I told everybody after I fucked up, and then she'll channel to harm undead, which I think to get it. I'm not sure if a little bit of will save. The DC will be 22 for 90. Let me look at their sure sheet. 26 plus 3.
Wow.
Panel resistance is a bitch.
Yep.
Yep.
Still decent rolls. So 22.
23. 22 is a second math.
Okay. That damage does happen.
Yep.
It is no longer entangled, but it's still grabbed.
Mhm.
And I shall full attack it. Let's see. There's a +3 on these attacks.
Then I see
so
3
does
hits.
25 hit. Okay.
However, he's also taking a -4 for being grabbed.
Yeah.
Given that I see 4, I see rather 3 hits.
So 3. It's the same as your first answer. Sure.
Yeah, the first answer was wrong. I should have only seen 2 hits in that circumstance.
And he's blind and loses dex, and you have +2 when he's blind, I think.
Yeah, it's true. Without his dex, so -7 from his thing, and then +3, so actually -10. So I still see 3 hits.
Cool. For a total of 113 damage, all in one go.
Okay,
So
that happens.
awesome. That is all.
Fang.
Yeah. Move up and attack.
All right.
Come on. It will be just 1 attack.
Okay.
So 32 armor class.
32. Considering that he is blind and grabbed, that hits.
22 damage.
Describe his death.
I scratched him and he died.
That's too wholesome.
He has loot.
Cool. I have the sheet open. Yeah.
He wields 2 +3 greatswords, 1 in his left hands, 1 in his right hands.
2 + 3.
He wears +5 full plate. You successfully knowledge religion to know what a Grave Knight is earlier. A Grave Knight's armor is like a Lich's phylactery. The Grave Knight does not truly die until their armor is destroyed. So
that's not really loot. That is a thing to be destroyed.
essentially, yes. What is loot is his +4 headband of incredible charisma, +4 belt of giant strength, and +2 cloak of resistance.
Me and the T-Rex are gonna chomp on the armor to take it out.
Okay. It doesn't really make a difference, but the headband actually doesn't clash with anything the T-Rex is currently wearing, so he'd like to grab it.
Sure.
He doesn't.
Put it on dibs. I'll put it on dibs for you.
Yeah.
For my own.
No one else has any interest in it, I think. So.
Both Zenri and I have had bands of charisma already.
Right. Yeah.
I dibsed it for you. Go ahead and take it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always nice to have something like that. I'm sure he wants to fit in well with society, so
Yeah.
it'll help.
Yeah, he'll upgrade it to. He'll probably end up with +6 everything's.
Yep. As he should.
But yeah, for now he has some extra Ka, which means his Intimidate skill modifier is now +56.
Good God.
There is a feat in Pathfinder 2. It's high level where this would be appropriate, which allows you to intimidate someone as an action. And if you I think you have to kill someone and then you can intimidate someone else. Though I'm not. No, you just glare at them. You just glare at them and you intimidate them. And if I don't remember if they make a will save or if you make an intimidate check. I think the latter. And if you critically succeed, they drop dead.
Whoa.
It's called
Does
Scare
the
to
Cyclops
Death.
helmet still exist?
That
What?
sounds fun.
Yeah, it's a skill feat. It's high level, like 16, 18, somewhere in there.
Cool.
We need to see if the Cyclops helmet is still there. We gotta like just kill somebody once a day.
I imagine it's not.
Yeah,
Right.
it's probably not, but it's
That was one of the. That's one of those broken items that exists. I don't think they're gonna stretch that one over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, the answers we seek. They're right here.
Yeah. Yeah, there are more. This room has bas reliefs. They're bas reliefs, not, I called them something else.
Murals.
Yeah, murals. When it's carved into the wall like these are, it's called a bas relief. But they're also elaborately painted. So they're full color bas reliefs. And it depicts the same room that was depicted by the other thing, which you've still not encountered. And there's no giant icicle running from floor to ceiling like there was in the other picture. What there is a series of contemplatives shaking hands with a pit fiend flanked by contract devils as a giant scroll with indiscernible writing sits on the
Infernal, I
table in
assume?
front of them. You said something?
I said infernal writings, maybe?
Even though the detail on the bas relief is almost photorealistic, you cannot make out the infernal just because of how small it is.
With a good perception check, maybe? We do have one of those insane perceptions.
Sure, I'll let you roll.
Kevin, you know infernal, maybe?
Let me check. No, he does not deal with the infernal. It's beneath him.
God damn it.
I do have aboleth.
Can you give yourself infernal somehow?
I can know any language I want.
Well, can you give it to yourself right now? Like
Sure.
Some spell or something.
Yeah. Comprehend languages, I think it is. Is the one or tongues? Both.
Yeah,
Both
comprehend, I
would
think.
do the thing.
Yeah, tongues is lower level, and I have that as a free spell per day. So I'll do that.
And go ahead and roll perception.
That's the 47.
You make out some basic words that you would kind of expect in an infernal contract. So, you make out the phrase. Reduce Akaton to a reddish waste.
What color is it currently?
It's a reddish waste in real life right now.
Oh, okay.
It's only been maybe an hour and a half so far.
No, it was a reddish waste when you got here before anything started going wrong.
Oh. I see.
You were told it used to be lush like Castroval or Galarian.
Ah.
And how long ago was that?
Millions of years.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the originals, like, what do you call them? The brains?
Contemplatives.
Contemplatives made like a deal with the devils to turn this planet into a better habitat for them. I don't know why they want the reddish waste. Or maybe it's the other way around. Either way, the devils are what made this planet what it is right now.
On these walls, there's a picture of a pit fiend and a contract devil, and which other creatures?
Contemplatives.
There's some contemplatives. There's a couple of show pads, including the one you just encountered. Or, well, a living show pad wearing his armor and wielding his swords.
And the Shopad is this four-armed giants?
Yes.
Cool. Let's see. There's a bait. I'm not really sure. Could we maybe follow the aura of the spell magic thingy? That is constant. I think there's a spell called Lexi Aura, and I think if we cast it, we can like follow it.
Sure. I mean, there's still more that you've not gone to.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh,
To the right hand side, I think there's a section.
yeah. Let's keep going then. Not sure why every dead end is like. I see it as the final dead end. I'll wait for the T-Rex.
Oh, hey, there's a person. Is that a Pokemon? Looks like a Pokemon.
That is a Pokemon.
Okay.
Oh no.
Go ahead and get initiatives.
Initiatize.
Let's see what you learned from the first few Pokemon.
Okay. Looks like everyone's in initiative.
Yep. Knowledge.
Nature, because these are monstrous humanoids.
Cool. Then I will 5-foot step right here, and I will full attack the one on the far side.
Okay.
Yep. Using a haste round. Let's see. Any particular types they have?
Nothing that necessarily is inherently helpful to you.
Cool.
I see 4 hits.
Cool. They are flat-footed.
Yep,
And
I
there is
see
a
4
+1 on
hits.
these.
Why is there a +4?
The +1 I meant.
I see 4 hits.
Cool. Are they evil?
No.
Then why are we killing them?
Does the crit confirm?
They're sort of in the not very intelligent monster category that gets to be neutral.
39 confirm.
39 confirms.
And the haste attack was a natural. So 160 damage on this one. I'm using adamantine arrows just because I don't know what these guys are.
Alright. Your damage does not appear to be reduced.
And that is my turn.
Fang.
Yeah. Move in
Oh, and it's entangled.
and attack this one.
Alright.
Using a low-level spell because I'm starting to get dry. So dry acid, and will only be the one attack.
Okay. Uh, 33 hits. The acid treats it normally.
Yep.
So 23.
Yep.
Can you roll knowledge nature?
I don't think so,
Sure,
but
you
I
have
will
it.
check.
To check.
This creature begins to sing.
Nope.
Oh no.
Does a little dance, and it sings at Humam. Did you know you're going to die now? Make a will save.
What the
Good
fuck?
God.
That sounds pretty fucking evil to me.
Yeah. There's some modifiers in here.
You managed to fail.
Reroll. At an immediate action, I use my hat. Let's see, cap of the free thinker to
Can
allow
you-
their mind affecting.
It is mind affecting. Can you do that once I've revealed the result?
Let me check.
Very rarely do you have that
Yeah.
ability. When they fail, it's after you fail.
Yeah, once per day when the wearer fails a saving throw.
All right,
I can do it.
do it.
33. Oh,
You win.
yes. Can anybody roll like a spellcraft or something to know what would have happened? Not sure.
It was not a spell.
Hopefully, I'll know something when I do my knowledge check.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then attacking, damaging.
Grabbing.
Yep. In one moment.
Un moment.
You are.
Man. Can't believe I used to speak French. Good riddance.
Grabbed.
Au revoir.
Flux.
Okay, moving in 5, 10, 10. From there, in the middle of my movement, can I do a knowledge check on what these things are?
Yes. Nature.
Nature. I have that. Of 20. 27, tell me anything?
No, you don't recognize them.
Did you get buried in here as well?
They're
No,
Pokemons.
he's too fucking scared.
Come on, just tell him we need him.
That's only. I don't do anything more. I slumber both of them. I attempt to slumber both of them.
Okay. Nothing happens.
God damn it.
Leon.
Okay. That's 30 feet. Let's try and hit him in the face. 37.
Hits.
Cool.
Is flat-footed.
There's some more. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Can I intimidate it?
You try, but they don't seem to notice.
Okay.
Dex and strength damage should
There are
be...
no more +2s. Don't think about it.
Oh, awesome. Then 108.
Yeah. The +2 is on the first swing, or if I full round, it's on everything but the first swing, but I don't full round ever. So I just added it in.
Okay, cool.
Zenray. Zenray.
Okay, not her favorite. She saw these things trying to mind affect people. So that's her job. She doesn't like people taking her job. Yeah, she'll try to use destruction on the one to the right.
All right. Which kind of save?
That's a fortitude.
Okay.
That makes you think that's a good save for them. That would be that saves by a considerable margin. So that will only do 10d6 damage. 38 damage on that one.
Okay. This one's turn. It is going to 5-foot step to here. And first thing it's going to do is demand reflex saves from all of these people.
Probably fail.
so happy I picked up Cap of the Free Thinker.
Magic number was 20.
Good.
It's for half damage.
Evasion.
Me too. What's the type of damage?
Cold. So
People have resist 30.
So that was a swift action. As a standard action, demands reflex saves.
From the same people?
From the same people. Magic number was 20. Save is for half damage.
Wow.
15 times 6?
Yep.
Half is 45, so you take 15 damage, Kevin, and you as well, Torsiv.
Yeah.
And the T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
I have evasion, so
Oh, awesome.
Cool.
Then, does the T-Rex have Ring of Evasion?
No.
Oh, man. Does it even have a ring slot?
I believe he has Ring of Protection, a Ring of Protection, so yes.
Awesome.
Mom.
I will full attack this one.
Okay.
It is no longer entangled, but it's still a grab. I'll use a haste round. Let's see. Does 24 hit? 25 hit whatever its AC is at the moment, since it's grabbed.
25 hits, yes.
Cool. Does 23 hit its whatever its AC is right now?
22 does.
Awesome. Does fire treat it special?
It is vulnerable.
Does it have resistance like?
Yes, because everything in this dungeon does.
Well, is it a worshipper of that deity? I feel like a worshipper should have the same alignment.
Good point. So it doesn't.
Okay. So that is 7, so 14d6. No, 76.
76 damage?
Yep. Nope. The fire damage. One sec. Let me redo that. So the damage is 214.
nice.
Elite. And I 5 foot. No, I'll stay where I am. Actually, I'll 5 foot step here. That is all.
Fang.
Move there. Casting my 0 level spell and attack.
Okay.
Just the one attack.
Right.
And we miss.
Okay. T-Rex actually can reach, so... Crit confirms.
Oh my god. Insane. Insanity.
It is immune to mind-affecting effects.
God damn it.
So, that is 64, 28, and 54.
46.
A lot of damage happens.
And grabbed.
And is grabbed.
You need to roll it.
Yep.
Delay till after Leon.
Okay.
Not gonna use a spell if you can finish it off.
You make good points.
And I got you sneak attack.
I actually was going to move to go to the wall, but that works too. Let me move to there instead.
What the hell was that movement?
It fucked me up because I was here and then I was doing like stuff to plan it, and then he said sneak attack and brought me back around to think about it. Crit.
Yep.
Awesome. Here's some damage. Here's some more, and sneak attack.
Whoop whoop.
Awesome.
Very nice.
You want to describe it?
Here's
No, I'm good.
Okay.
No fun at all.
I will I will. Now that it's dead, I'll go ahead and brag. So this is Jinx. I set out to make it a CR 15 monster. I wound up kind of overdoing it, and so I have increased it to 16. Here's all of the shit it didn't get a chance to use on you. So first, Oblivious. Jinx is immune to mind-affecting effects and is never aware that such an effect has been used on her. So she did not know that you were trying to intimidate her, and you couldn't have aggroed her with those sleep attempts.
I like that.
Interesting.
Perish Song. Jinx may sing a deadly song as a full round action. All creatures present must make a DC 25 will save or receive a perish counter of 4. This counter reduces by 1 at the end of each of the creature's turns. Creatures die when it hits 0. This is a mind-affecting curse effect.
Okay.
So you could have removed it with things like break enchantment, remove curse, shit that...
Doesn't break enchantment take 10 minutes to cast? Or a minute or something?
Remove curse is a standard, though.
Yeah. It is.
And
I think Kevin has like a staff for it.
yeah, and also high level shit like wishes.
Yeah, of course. That can just replicate it. So
Yeah. It gets Cone of Cold 5 times a day, which is Blizzard. It can make that cone quickened, empowered, or maximized each once per day. It did quickened, maximized to you guys there. Freeze. Creatures who take cold damage from Jinx must make a DC 20 Fortitude save or be frozen in a block of ice. Creatures cannot act except for mental actions and cannot breathe. They are helpless. Dealing 20 points of fire damage to such a creature unfreezes it. This damage does not have to be dealt all at once.
that's cool.
Cool.
And Ice Punch is its melee attack. It has no strength, so it just gets its BAB, which is plus 20. And it's 1d6 bludgeoning plus 14d6 cold.
Holy hell!
Nice.
That is one. That is one cold nipple twister. Awesome.
So on this pedestal here, you see a giant altar. Looks like a giant altar to Asmodeus. It's an ice sculpture.
Cool. Can we detect magic on it?
Mm-hmm.
Kevin? Well, spellcraft? Or make this dude. Kevin?
I'm working on it. Gosh, 36 spellcraft.
It is indeed the center of an Unhallow / I think it is Unhallow.
That is unhollow. And that auto dispel thingy.
Mhm.
And the auto dispel thingy?
Yep.
Cool. How can we break it or stop it with that spellcraft?
Hollow.
I think that works.
Um.
I think Hollow's 24 hours cast time.
Yep. I'm not sure if Dispel Magic, Greater Dispel Magic would do anything to it.
We can try.
I would be.
Can we just break it?
Or disintegrate.
Disintegrate seems promising.
It doesn't say anything about Dispel Magic not working, so I don't know. It's up to you.
I don't see why it shouldn't. I wonder if it.
Actually, Hallow counters, but does not dispel Unhallow. So
What does that mean?
the effects
You
can
could
counter each
yeah.
other.
You could counterspell if you were here as it was cast.
Yeah. Spell
Which
Magic.
is really weird. Who's gonna cast like 24? They're like 2 casters, 24 hours.
No, counterspelling is an immediate action. So.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's just a dick move. He's about to
Yeah.
finish up and no.
No, bitch.
Yeah. 15 seconds until 24 hours is done, and no, sorry, Mac.
Okay, I'll use Greater Dispel Magic. I don't know if it. I think it's just the burst. I'm not sure if that makes a difference.
Greater Dispel Magic, then Disintegrate, maybe? So it doesn't, like, the magic doesn't have anything to go back to or something? Not sure.
We can do Greater Dispel Magic first and disintegrate afterwards to make sure no one does this again.
That's what I just said.
Okay, I'll give it a try at least.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, that's as good as I can do. 37.
You win. Dispel magics no longer occur, and just in time because your energy's resistance is going to run out just about now.
Yep. Let's disintegrate its ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
I pushed the button. Yeah, there it goes.
You destroy the altar.
Cool.
Naked, red humanoids, and sort of like 3 or 4 of those, a couple of red lizard guys, and a Yosoki fall to the ground. They were trapped in there.
Damn.
We asked them.
Are they dead or?
They're alive. They start to move.
Okay.
Just reflexively, as a good thing to do, mass heal.
Oh my god! Finally. That should cure every possible condition they might have.
Just because I figure, it can't hurt, and it's possibly gonna save their lives.
They are now at full HP. And they're actually
enemies.
these would be creatures who are decently competent, so they're not going to die instantly from the cold. They look at you almost strangely and thankfully. They're kind of holding this, just shivering as they kind of just barely manage to get out words in an alien tongue.
Can I do resist energy on them, or are they? If I can, I do. If not, then never mind.
There are 6 of them. If that doesn't stop you from doing resist energy, then you can.
Yeah, it's communal, so
Yep.
it just they got shorter duration. It's all the, all the effect.
Okay.
Yeah, I do the spell.
Okay.
Tell us what happened to you. Why were you trapped in that ice sculpture?
They look at you with incomprehension.
I'll activate my. Actually, tongues is 10 minutes per level, so I cast it.
Yeah,
So-
it would still be on.
Yeah, so I don't use anything else, and so I will converse with them. What happened? Why were you trapped inside there?
The cult that controlled this place. This is how they punished their enemies.
That seems quite terrible. Why were they against you? What made them what made you their enemies?
They were trying to destroy the world.
How long have you been trapped here?
I'll relay that.
A long time.
Like million, thousand, hundreds?
I don't even know if we have a point of reference to work off of since it's an alien planet, so it's kind of hard to say.
I don't know how we could tell. It's been a long
Uh,
time.
So, can we all communicate with these guys?
Basically just Kevin, because he has
Okay.
tongues.
So then, Kevin, you need to ask them if they've seen the murals before. Because if they haven't seen the murals before, we know the dating of the murals.
Okay. I will do so. I'll communicate that.
How much do you describe about them?
We can
I'll-
just show them the murals. We can just
Sure.
report them.
But yeah, I'll describe them and describe the location in the temple, and then show them if needed if they don't understand.
They seem horrified, and they ask what the world above is like.
It's a reddish waste with a lot of brain people. Or they seem to be the dominant species.
None of them maintain their composure in the face of that revelation. They basically like fall to the ground, almost go catatonic.
There. I'm sure I'll make some new friends, even though all your old ones are dead for like a million years or so now.
I don't do that. I say this is not the time for breaking down. We need to reconcile what has been done and take back your land if needed.
And the world is coming to a second end. There's like cold storms happening.
There's more ice here. There's more of us.
Where?
All the places where you've encountered ice. There's...
Oh.
So
That
they
sucks.
are
Could you repeat that?
encased in ice?
Everywhere there was ice, all that difficult terrain, there's
Yeah.
people there.
So,
Oh.
3 other locations. Yeah.
Could we save them, or are they like dead?
Not all of them are alive.
Okay, so let's go save them.
Okay.
What would that look like? Fire damage.
Fire would help if you did a lot of it. You could carve them out, but that would take an enormous amount of time. Or
I have points for 2 more disintegrate, if that helps.
Maybe.
yeah, I think the biggest slab in the one room is probably too big for just 1 disintegrate. Unless disintegrate's description disagrees with me.
It takes 10-foot cube, I think.
Per level or at all?
At all.
Each.
Okay,
That's
then yeah, you need more than that just to get any one of these.
Yep.
I do deal like a D6 fire on my attacks. Not sure if that can even like deal damage to it with the hardness and stuff.
Between that and so if you do like these 10-foot squares with disintegrate, so that the thickest ice is 5 feet thick, lining the wall.
Yeah.
That fire damage can get the other people out in half an hour or so.
Sure.
Does resist energy wear out in that time?
For us, it does.
For you, it already did.
Yep. I mean,
so you cast it again, I assume.
Yeah,
you got
but
any more
then
dual elements?
then it will be only one disintegrate, because I have to use point to do this, and I have points to do two disintegrate, or if I take points for something else, then just one.
Can we do endure elements, Kevin?
She'd have to prepare.
I mean, sure. Go ahead.
But for her to do that, we will take a ton of cold damage, so...
I wouldn't call it a ton.
So I cast Resist Cold on everyone that needs it.
Mhm.
I don't need it.
And
I have my mine is 24 hours anyway. Me and Leon.
Yeah, cool. And then I do one disintegrate.
All right. You can do like the middle 3 squares here probably, because in terms of area that.
If it's 10, then it's like this. It's like this square.
What I'm saying is you can concentrate it in the center, make it not perfectly a cube, but with the same volume.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
cool.
that would mean that the ice is not that thick in any one place, which makes it
Yep.
quicker to remove.
Yeah, awesome.
then we will do that.
Okay. Couple of them fall to the ground. They react similarly to any given information. They meet up
We'll
with
let their
appear to be old
kin.
friends.
Yep.
Oh, I have a question. So would 76 fire do a good amount of things for this?
76 fire damage?
Yeah, to the ice.
Yes, but it would also kill the people.
Okay, then that's not
That's
gonna
the
work.
problem. So we saved this people.
No,
I
you
mean-
saved some of them. Some of them are
Oh,
trapped in the ice still, and some of them are half trapped in the ice and now squirming.
can we start with my attacks? With
Yes.
the fire damage? And I think with improved precise shot, I can just not hit them.
Yeah, certainly.
Then I will do that.
So, with only 10 cubic feet removed, or rather 10 feet cubed removed,
I'm not sure what else is still in here, but I'm down to like stay here for like more than 24 hours while you guys go back to the city. Me and Leon can even stay here. She can help.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Let's
you
go
guys
back
were
to
the
the
Endure
city.
Elements ones.
Yeah. You guys go back to the city, get a wand of Endure Element, and come back. Like, save the people we've already saved. You still have a Shadow Walk, I think, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you can hire a Shadow Walk back here. Does that sound like a good plan to you, Puppy? Anything too metagamey?
There's nothing there that doesn't work.
Cool. Then let's do that. Me and Leon will stay here and work on the ice. Because we have the 24 hours ones.
Yep.
T-Rex, needs a way of flying up.
That we're just shadow walking.
Okay, can you take that many people?
Mm-hmm. We did. That's what we got to the. We call it the negotiations. We brought everyone, like all of the people. I think it's all the people we saved. I'm not sure.
The
Let me
one
look at
touch
those.
creature per level.
Then
Okay,
you
yeah,
bring
sure.
everyone you saved.
Yep.
It's cool.
Okay. You get to see the world as it is up above right now. Outside is kind of already something that exists only in a reduced capacity. You pass what appears to be a dead homeless person, frozen to death. Like, have you seen Scrooged?
I thought they were like doing wishes and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
should
doing
affect
what
the
they
city?
can to stave it off.
Yeah, sure.
Can't save them all.
They're dealing with artifact level power They can only do so
Yeah.
much even with wish spells.
It makes sense.
Diamonds have already been there have already been confiscations of diamonds to attempt to aid the effort.
That is so. The nuance is so good.
Um, and it's to the point where people inside can still basically survive.
Yep.
People who you saved are accepted into a shelter. And they kind of want to start praying, because some of them want to start praying because some of them are actually clerics. And they just kind of try to warm up. They've not been warm in a long time.
Being enclosed in ice does that to you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in our side of the party,
Mhm.
Yeah. And it occurs to me that these guys probably are immune to cold damage, because if they weren't, they would have died from being enclosed in the ice itself. So you didn't need to cast resist energy on them.
cool. Either way,
Okay.
we're still saving people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but being encased in ice and having dealt like cold damage isn't the same. They can be like cryogenically encased in ice or something. Anyway,
I'm gonna stick with what I said, because I
Sure.
think the way that this would work would be with cold resistance rather than that.
yeah, that makes sense.
So you can save these guys in
So
about an hour.
Sure.
Would that mean, Tor, that you have a second disintegrate?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
All right. If you wanted to use it on the one that was near the other gray room, you
Yeah,
could
sure.
let those people be saved in about another hour.
Sure.
Yeah, do that. So I scratch my last points.
So we gotta pay for a wand of endure elements just in case.
Mhm.
We gotta pay for the shadow walk back here that you guys just used. So I'll calculate the money while you guys save the people. I just keep attacking with my bow that deals fire damage.
Yeah. Yep. You melt it away. People are at what winds up being like the bottom of a 10-foot or probably a 15-foot pit. I'll say probably 10 feet. So, yeah.
We pay 2,700 for a double casting of Shadow Walk, which is to get here and for the caster to get back,
All right.
and then a 750 for the wand of Endure Element.
Well, the casters have to wait here and then bring us all back.
No, the caster.
No,
is
the
not gonna
caster
wait
fucks
here for
off
us.
and agrees to come back in
Yeah.
at appointed time.
Okay.
If you want that to be like 16 hours later, sure, we'll do
Yeah.
that, Kevin.
Some casters are making UMDs, trying to scrolls of wish are being created, and people are making UMDs. Some casters that aren't even a 17th level are making UMDs to try to contribute.
Cool. I think a lot of cold resistance potion are like being made as well.
Yeah, probably that is the case, but none of them are for you.
Yeah, just saying, like what's going on in the city. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, how about me? You guys got any more fire damage?
Not it.
I just had the one thing I mentioned, and Puppy said it wouldn't work.
So I guess I'm just gonna keep shooting, dealing
Alright.
fire damage.
All right.
What about like obviously if a ninth level wish spell's not working, I'm guessing control weather won't work.
Control weather does even less to stave things off than wish does.
Yeah.
It works to the extent that the wish does, but lesser, which is to say that it slows the process down.
Yep. So Puppy, how long until we save everybody in the dungeon with just my d6s every round?
Yeah. From these two slabs, it's 2 hours since the disintegrate has softened them, basically.
Cool.
This giant slab, without that kind of seed progress, like I would say like 8 or 9 hours.
Could the T-Rex like bite some of the ice, like before in the thickness where nobody's there, just to reduce the thickness?
Yeah, he's capable of being careful enough to contribute. I'll say that gets it down to maybe 4 hours.
Cool. So that's 6 hours in total.
Yep.
That seems okay. We asked if any of the. Actually, we'll give them the puzzle we were given to see if they know anything about the inscription on the wall. We didn't even know what they thought of the inscription on the wall.
They're horrified that the apocalypse that they were trying to stop happened millions of years ago, despite all of their efforts.
That is pretty fucked up.
As Flux et al., as you guys were going through the town, like these guys seeing the red sand underneath them, seeing the dimmed sun above them, it fucked with them. They're kind of shivering everywhere they go. They seemed almost horrified by the ground and by the sky.
That's rough.
Yeah. Is anybody able to
Rude
solve
awakening.
this puzzle? Because like the answer is inscribed on the wall, but I can't really seem to find the answer myself. Somebody may be making a contract with the devils for like a second apocalypse, maybe. But if so, how are we gonna stop it from here?
Oh, I mean, all you have are these incredibly detailed bas reliefs of one of them making the contract and the other of the them using the artifact, which is a giant like icicle pillar attached to the ceiling and the floor, with which.
Okay, looking at the room, is there anything that we have passed through in this dungeon?
You can roll perception checks.
Kevin, if you want to help with that.
Am I there at this point?
I mean, probably back, yes. If you paid for the Shadow Walk.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You've not missed any secret doors. You've not you've not you've not bypassed like any way forward that is like that's like physical.
Kevin, you got commune, the spell.
Let me check what I have like that. Not really. No, I mean, in theory, but not prepared. What are you trying to get to?
Maybe ask if the artifact is here in the South Hall, and maybe ask a few more questions to try and find it. The little half map trick Leon used the Christmas game.
Oh, right.
Okay, let's look at the poem again. Maybe there's before we ask use a spell.
Commune is just yes or no.
Well, I just want to look at this again. See if we can discern any meaning. Southmost worlds.
Are the relief bar like magical in any way?
Only in that they are basically completely indestructible. In
Yeah.
the Grave Knight guy in the other room was also trying to destroy them, but was just like the Immolation Devil was, but both of them couldn't.
So can you describe them again? See if there's any like hidden meaning we're not getting.
The one on the left was them in a room kind of similar in architecture and style, but not precisely like any of the ones you've been to. With a table in the middle, basically various beings from this planet in kind of in Asmode in stuff vaguely Asmodean garb, but different enough that you could see how it's like an alien cult of Asmodeus, and with some kind of icicle theme, or rather like ice cold templates. Forging a contract with what appeared to be a pit fiend with bright blue skin. The other one is of the same room, now with a giant icicle jutting through the center of it, fixed to the floor and to the ceiling. And that that icicle, they seem to it crackling magic releases from it, and they're doing like magical poses directed at it, like they're using it as a magical device.
Knowledge Arcana to know what the artifact is from the picture or something.
Sure.
Torso, have you got that?
So my okay can what I want to do is to kind of take a tour of the place. From what I'm thinking is there is a hidden place that is so hidden we cannot. There's no doors to it. It has to be like gotten to some other way. So trying to like map it out and finding the area by the negative where we can't go. Essentially,
This is a stupid idea, but the ice is in trenches. Maybe that's like just a lower level hallway. I mean, without the ice there, there's just kind of a pocket of space.
Each one is a pit.
Yeah.
There is no transversing between them.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a good idea, and I thought of having this dungeon be that way, but no.
Just gonna explore the place.
28
could you give us like
Arcana.
global illumination or something?
Hmm?
Could you give us like global illumination?
I'm not going to do that, no.
Okay.
He did not prep Fog of War to do that.
I think there might be. Just the way. I don't know. That's why the vibe I got from that poem, and I'm not sure if that's the answer or not. But just trying to like
So
finding a blank space. I'm not sure exactly where to start.
28 Arcana.
I mean, artifacts are spoopy. So there's kind of no way to have like there's kind of no special information to be gained from Arcana checks about it. It appears that with Arcana, I'd say you can confirm that they're using this icicle pillar to
Is there like no mention of it in any arcane books that he might have read before?
not really. I mean, it was specially created to fulfill this contract.
Oh, I see.
It's probably one of a kind.
Kevin, can you wish us to like get teleported there to where the artifact is?
I don't know if that's a valid use of wish. Like, yes,
I wish to be next to that artifact, the real one.
there's a lot of ways that could go really badly wrong. I'm not as a
Yeah. Yeah, but the one fulfilling the wish isn't the devil. It's your like good god.
I suppose it just
It
seems
doesn't seem to be like asking for much. We're not telling her to just like stop the apocalypse. We're gonna do that ourselves. But we kind of suck at solving puzzles. So please give us a shortcut.
I don't know. I mean, it's got to be that third line, right?
Could Leon be right from the very start, where we shouldn't have taken the bait and we should have gone like north?
I
That'd be
was just
funny.
kind of joking about that.
Did Poppy like prepare 2 dungeons?
Southmost, where the world's death waits. Beware the way forward, do not take the bait. Hidden, where there is nothing else at all. The answers you need are inscribed on the wall.
Should we just go back to the Mr. Thinker and ask him about this artifact? He seems pretty smart.
like
Like my character was not made to like solve puzzles. He's just here to shoot shit.
But the icicle thing that we have this picture of is that the effect that is happening now?
It's the artifact that's creating the effect.
Yeah, you can deduce that. Yeah.
You know what? You said that one of those coffins had nothing in it.
Yeah.
Can we push it over or move it or something?
Yeah, I'll let you do a perception check to like thoroughly search it and
Somebody that's good at that who isn't me?
47.
you very thoroughly search the area in and around that coffin, and there's just nothing special there.
Okay. I had a question. So, is this place uniformly cold, or are some areas more cold than others? Is there some kind of
It's pretty uniformly cold.
okay?
So fucking dumb.
I don't know.
I'm screaming internally right now.
Well, you know.
I mean,
why
the
don't
only
we get
place that there isn't anything now is that area with the weapons. But there was stuff there, so
I mean,
Is that's the bait? Is that don't take the bait? Don't take the weapons?
roll a wisdom check.
Plus 14. 31.
So I'll confirm some stuff that you've basically figured out about the riddle. Southmost, where the world's death waits, was indeed telling you to go to the South Pole. So you're where it was trying to lead you to. Beware the way forward, do not take the bait, pertained to the fake teleportation circle. Which basically my thought was, you'll run into this situation where the way forward is not apparent, and then you'll think, oh, there's no evident way forward but this teleportation circle. And if you were dumb enough to dunder into it and turn it on without examining it, I was going to punish you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of knew that.
But you were smarter. You were smarter than that. Yeah. So beware the way forward. Do not take the bait. Pertain to the teleportation circle, and
Gotcha.
then hidden where there's nothing else at all, and the answers you need are inscribed on the wall. I'll say that the answers you need are inscribed on the wall does refer to these bas reliefs.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a
Okay,
room with a table.
Let's look at the bar reliefs. Is there a part in like the painting where there's nothing at all?
You don't see any
Just blank
doors
or
or
empty?
windows anywhere in the painting, even though you have a pretty complete picture of the room. Like,
We start walking into walls, I guess.
You know, if that isn't a teleportation circle, there isn't anything in that room except a trap.
Maybe. I mean, we did roll a perception for like every wall, basically.
Oh, well.
yeah. Yeah,
There's no hidden doors.
there is
there's no
definitively
hidden-
not a secret door.
Yep. Touching every wall, is there a wall that is like less? Not. Is there any magic wall? Let's detect magic on the whole place. Just walk around to detect magic.
Yeah. No new magic that hasn't been mentioned before.
I think teleport, like, you can't try to teleport to a place that you just like think exists or something.
I mean, the goddess can probably see it, and she's gonna teleport us there.
Did you say can or can't, Kevin?
I thought there was something like that where like there's. I'll read through it now. I could be wrong.
Okay, but somebody casts see invisibility, and let's see if there's anything on the ethereal plane.
I'm not sure I have it memorized. Let me check.
I have it. I cast see
Okay,
invisibility, and I start walking around. Anything on the ethereal plane or is invisible? I start walking in every part of the dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless the reliefs themselves were kind of viewing the area, teleportation wouldn't work.
I mean, the reliefs are really, really detailed.
We could try it if you want. If you want to try to teleport there.
Sure, let's try that.
Okay.
Or see if teleport us to where the rooms are.
I can take myself and 6 person with a teleport.
I think that's enough.
We'll
Yeah.
leave the
That
T-Rex
would-
behind, I guess.
Oh, we can't teleport the T-Rex because he's
Yep,
like.
that's the problem.
Yeah, he takes up maybe all my teleport slots.
We got maybe we have a scroll of teleport. Let me check.
It wouldn't be able to teleport even the T. If he can do it himself, maybe, but that would be it.
He could UMD, I guess.
Yeah, but we don't.
He just need a caster level check. He's level 8, I think.
Yeah, but he's a magus, so.
Yeah, he doesn't have. We don't have the scroll anyway, so it doesn't kind of move point.
Let me check. I might have.
Well, he can guard the peoples.
Sure.
Kind of do.
No, I don't have a scroll of teleport.
Oh well, let's go. He just sit still.
Okay.
Fiend chopper.
Yeah. Could also use the if you wanted to use a miracle or wish, you could bring him along with that. But
I apparently I forgot to buy enough diamond dust. That's my bad.
It's not worth the dust anyway. You guys want to take a break?
okay.
I'm down for a break.
Sure.
Okay.
So
Catch you guys.
Using the bas reliefs to teleport there was the answer, by the way.
I mean, nah, I can maybe see that.
It's
For all we
very-
know, it's just an imaginary. It's just an imaginary place. It's just like an art depiction of what happened a million years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, but it is an accurate depiction of the location. The location is real.
We don't know that. I wasn't there a million years ago to know that the location was real.
The thing is that was a really good idea as a DM. This game has taught us to not think like that, though.
Yeah.
Just Hell's Rebels in general doesn't want us to think like that.
It's a really good idea, though.
Yeah, I like it. It would have worked had this not been Hell's Rebels. But let's do that break if everybody's willing.
Yeah.
Sure, sounds good.
Yeah, 10-minute
Alright.
break.
Yep, back shortly.
I'm back. Seems you have a puppy, maybe?
Hello.
Hello.
I
It's just me, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Very disappointing.
just. I mean, I think I gave you guys a lot of hints with that puzzle. Like,
I mean, I kind of figured it out.
yeah, you
why
did
didn't you
figure it
say
out.
so?
You did. Yeah.
And I mean, essentially, like the two separate parts of it, and I just wasn't confident in my solution.
Well, that's just it. I just suck too much to even know anything.
I do think I liked the puzzle. I do kind of agree with Leon a little bit, where if you set it up as that's the kind of game you're going to be doing, and people are prepped for that, I think it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
But I think introducing it in this way though was pretty cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It so like they were trying to destroy the things was one of the hints I was trying to give you. The fact that the pillar is obviously unmovable was supposed to be a hint. Yeah.
Why did you choose the Antarctic instead of the Arctic?
The Akaton setting book indicates that the Antarctic of Akaton is just generally more dangerous. So
I see.
I say the distant worlds, the Akaton section of that.
Yep. I got that. The one thing I wonder about is what comes next after this, because we still have one more level even after this adventure.
Yep. You do.
So I'm excited to see what you have in stuff.
Mm-hmm. And because you're now very badly overgolded, I'm going to be balancing the encounters as though you were level 20. So
I mean, are you gonna give us time to at least buy some stuff?
yeah, I'm gonna give you crafting time.
That's cool though.
Cool. Hopefully one day we'll get dispersal, like the 1 million we have.
Yeah. It.
If Torso would what?
Right.
The final combat is there's only one combat left.
I kind of figured that out.
So. And it'll make you'll level up after it. So.
Yep, makes sense.
Awesome.
Okay, so I was thinking, does Hellfire like deal damage to devils?
No.
Why?
Because they're devils.
They're devils. Where in their stat does negative energy not deal damage to them?
Hellfire does not deal negative energy damage.
What is the deal?
Evil damage.
That's negative.
No, it is not. It is entirely different.
I'm like 90% sure it's the same.
It is completely different. Hellfire does not heal undead, for one thing.
So if my source of fire immunity is like being a Hell's Knight, would that also make me immune to it?
Not unless it says so.
I mean, does it say so on the stat block for the devils that they're immune to Hellfire?
They are an obvious exception.
An obvious one. Sure. Hey man, I'm gonna try to kiss as much ass as I can to get that Hellfire immunity. If that doesn't work, oh well.
I'm back.
The whole point of Hellfire is that the normal retinue of things is not immune to it. But devils are still immune to Hellfire.
Cool.
How is everything?
Everything's going alright. Is there like a Hellfire equivalent of Heaven? Like
Yes.
Heaven Light or something?
Holy fire.
It doesn't have a name,
fire.
but yes.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I think everybody's here. We should. Let's teleport.
All
That's
right.
the
Is this
teleportation
with
sound, I think,
teleporter
for
or with
this episode.
wish?
We don't have enough diamond dust for Wish.
I have a teleport.
Okay. Is this teleport or greater teleport?
It's the 5th level kind, so just.
Oh, give me one second. Actually, we are Zenray will do a greater teleport.
Can greater teleport take the guy with the T-Rex with us?
Let me check.
Nope, you can. Doesn't say anything about being able to.
No. Oh yeah, she gets a free one of those today, so we should use that.
Yep, makes sense. Let's do it.
Okay.
So we arrive exactly where we want to.
Yep. So where in the room do you want to arrive?
Behind the Pit Fiend.
All right.
Actually, I suggest we go behind the Brainies, because they have a lot of mind shit I wanna provoke from.
Okay.
Not sure what everybody else thinks.
Whatever.
Nobody has
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
Works for me.
Yeesh.
I'll move them both because they're kind of not in the right place for them to be.
Yep.
So we did not rest before we took this trip.
No, it's too urgent.
Yep.
Yep. Cool.
Like the world is ending.
So I'm not much use in a fight. No.
It's okay. You were never that much of a fight. So.
Yeah, no.
Damn, dude.
Damn.
I was joking. You deal some elemental damage every now and then, I think.
Jeez.
It's not patronizing at all, so thanks for that.
I mean, I wouldn't call that patronizing, or like insulting.
In any event, we see a brain-looking thing.
Yeah, that's one of the.
In fact, you recognize him.
Oh damn!
Hell, that fucking retard.
Is it the dude?
It's
The
dude.
dumb dude?
It's the one dude, yeah. Turns around, seeing you interfering with his plans. There's a pit fiend on the other side of the ice column, by the way. It just kind of blocks view, so.
Cool.
If my memory serves, these guys went invisible in the last combat we were in.
I have the invisibility on.
That guy did go invisible the last time.
Okay.
And I believe this is the first time you've actually fought a pit fiend.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Not mine as a player, though. I've had some experiences.
Okay.
I was trapped in a fucking anal bead, okay?
So.
Granted, I was level 16 at the time.
I don't think any level will prepare you for that.
Yep. And Puppy used me to...
Yep, I used the anal bead that he was trapped in.
I would have guessed a Darbo game based on that, but
It is.
It was.
It's the
It was a
arena
dark
game.
You were there.
It's...
okay.
Yep.
No. He was not there for that.
I was
That's-
playing
I thought he was.
I was playing my tiefling monk.
Yep. He was evil.
Yep, I was
Oh.
playing a lawful evil tiefling monk.
That's interesting. So we have Brain Dude and we have other dude behind the column.
Yep.
So gonna hit this. Let's go.
All right. So he is. So this guy is going to open with. He has so many spells.
Yeah, they do have a bit too many.
So. All right. The save DC on that is not going to be high enough to would be worth bothering with. So I'm just he has just so much stuff that'll like shut you down really quickly.
If that was a pep talk, that sucked.
So we're gonna 5-foot step here. We're gonna start by demanding reflex saves.
Not the burp.
Oh, what the fuck?
Up with
Magic number is 21. It's a save for half damage.
Okay.
So a lot of you have evasion, so a lot of you don't take any damage. Some of you take 38, some of you take 19. Now that was his swift action. Now for his actual spell, which I should have studied more. I thought I knew how this one worked, but it actually has, let's see, that is... He doesn't want to use that one right now. How's about... Yeah, he could use that. He will cast a buff on himself. Magic Circle against good.
Question. So if my arrows come at him and my arrows are good, what happens?
That's a good question. I'll have to look at the wording of the spell.
I will look at it as well if that's okay.
Gain the protection from... Read as written, it doesn't help him if you are not good yourself.
I am
Cool.
not good myself.
He kind of assumes you are, so yeah.
But my arrows are good. Because of holy
Doesn't help.
damage.
Fang.
Cool.
so knowledge check on this dude.
I didn't
Which
see
one?
a ping.
The
Planes.
Pit Fiend, yeah.
It is indeed a pit fiend. It is specifically a boreal pit fiend, which boosts its shit a little bit. and means that its natural attacks, which it has a lot of, do cold damage. Just a hair of cold damage. Honestly, mostly it doesn't matter. It gives its trackless stat plus 2 to strength and con. The Pit Fiend itself. Regeneration 5, good weapons, good spells. Spell resistance 31. DR 15, good and silver. Immune to fire, poison, resist 10, acid, and cold. Boreal does not make them immune to cold. Lots of good saving throws. Just all of these spell-like abilities, including a wish once a year. Since it's once a year, it's possible that this guy has used that already on an unrelated matter. They can summon a lot of devils. Or rather, they can summon badass devils if you give them a chance to. They can cast Meteor Swarm, Quickened Fireball, which you've seen, and then just all of the spells. Like, just a million spells.
Yep.
Their bite has both disease and poison associated with it.
I think the only thing we should really be scared of is their Trap the Soul ability. Because it's at will.
It is at will. Also, stop looking at their entry.
I'm not looking at their entry. It's just...
No, it's just something that constantly fucks us over with Darby's game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have never actually looked at a Pit Fiend yet.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Yeah. That is basically a save or suck spell. That's all I'm gonna give you. I'm not gonna read you its whole list of at will spells.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
And our friend here, this other dude, do we know if he have any special resistances and such?
He's a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Does he have spell resistance?
No.
Okay.
Our Pit Fiends
Okay.
just sleep.
Are they what?
Immune to sleep.
I don't see any reason they would be.
Cool.
So I move there and try to draw a line through this one, the sorcerer, and angle it so I get the
like this
Lightning
line?
bolt.
no, it's not a lightning bolt, it's a acidic spray, so I do a 60-foot line. It's a 5th level spell.
All right.
Is a good enough line for you?
Yeah, I'll accept that. Give me a spell resistance roll.
Yeah, coming up.
You overcome the Pit Fiend's spell resistance.
on the dot. Yeah, and let's see the spell. It's there's no damage for that. Need time to pull it out. I think it's D6 level.
1d6 points of acid damage per caster level, maximum 15d6. Each creature within its area reflects halves. This acid contains to burn for 1 round, dealing 1d6 points of damage per 2 caster level, maximum 76.
Yeah.
To any creature that failed its saving throw.
So 42 acid damage.
Looks like they both save for half.
Yep.
Okay. That does 21 to the Contemplative and 11 to the Pit Fiend.
And they'll take next turn some damage.
Even though they saved?
Yeah, no, I think if they saved, no. That just promotes it.
Oh, no effect if they save for the first.
Yeah. Yep. Very good. I will 5 foot
Yeah.
step here.
And do quickened greater invisibility.
Okay.
All done.
With the knowledge planes he did, would we know if they have like see invisibility or true sight?
I've said enough.
Then I will 5 foot step here, and as a standard action, I will use my shoes of lightning leaping to leap 50 foot forward, dealing damage to both of them. No save. Like so.
Okay. I will tell you that you're ending within its reach, though you don't provoke from things, so whatever.
Yep. That was a standard action anyway.
Okay. Make a will save.
Sure.
Roll damage first.
And they both take 27 electricity damage, no save at all.
Alright. That Pit Fiend does take full damage from that.
Yep.
Your will save is adequate.
I linked the item, in case anybody was wondering how I did that. That is
Leon.
on.
Okay. I'm gonna beat the tiny brain first. He needs to die. He's just been a terrible person all his life. I assume that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Damage, more damage, extra damage. Is he evil?
Yes, he is lawful evil.
We're gonna smite tyranny and intimidate. I
Um,
assume it's at least 20 over the DC because I crit.
Yes. It's gonna be. Or
then
is
I
it
need
gonna
to
be
roll
10 plus hit
save.
dice?
It's 10 plus hit dice plus wisdom.
So hold on, I don't actually know that is over, so
I hope a 50 beats it. Holy shit.
a 50 beats it. I'm not sure
Yeah.
that it beats it by 20.
Yeah.
In fact, it doesn't.
Oh,
By
well,
15,
it doesn't
but
need a
not
will
20.
save then. Okay, second attack. Nat 1.
Auto miss. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
the damage, 95.
Yep.
Alright, that damage happens.
And some strength and dex as well.
2.
Next. Yep.
Strength damage is noted.
And dex.
Zenray.
We don't have anything. The brain guy is not immune to mind affecting, correct?
Pretty
Pretty sure he is.
I would have written it down if he was, probably. And I've not. I'll look at contemplate. Don't say it.
Let's see.
Kevin.
What?
What?
I said don't say it.
I stopped saying it.
I'm confused. What happened?
Never mind.
I almost said the thing you say after people sneeze, and he said not to say
He
it,
is
so I stopped
immune-
saying.
He is immune to mind affecting effects.
Okay, well I can't do that then. 17. That's not worth doing with that. Shoot. Why does everything have to be into mind affecting? That's
A little
the most fun
confused,
stuff.
but I guess I'll let it go.
Yeah, that attack would have even happened because if he's immune to mind affecting, he's immune to the fear of intimidation.
Yeah, that's mind affecting too. She'll hold her turn.
This is really not the time.
He's immune to mind affecting.
He is not.
Oh, the brain. The brain is.
The brain is, not the pit fiend.
Right. All the best stuff. And people are now... Actually not. I will move through there. So the pit fiend is large size, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, I will create a roaming pit just underneath him.
Okay, what that do?
It's just a big pit, and I can move it if I needed to.
Alright, no SR, so... That's his reflex.
80. Oh fuck, that's a lot big. That's gonna beat it, I'm sure. I'm not gonna. I'll look it up. I'm pretty sure it's gonna beat it.
Yeah, that escapes the pit.
Yeah, that's gonna beat it.
Dude, why didn't you slumber?
So I don't want to get too close to it, and I can't get too close to it with because I'm a good dude. He's an evil dude.
Yep, good here too.
It's a 10-foot radius, guys. You can slumber from 30 away. You're gonna leave me here for him.
Okay, go ahead and draw your pit.
Sure. Goddamn.
Okay.
In that range. It's not gonna work, but it's the best thing she can do. How much speed does she have? She can do it. She'll cast Euphoric Tranquility, move up, and deliver the touch attack to the Pit Fiend.
She will provoke moving through its space.
Right. Take it.
It's going to use its best attack, which is that fellow. Power attack it wants, so minus that. So that is the...
That'll win.
All right. So let's start with just rote damage. Plus, it's not an overwhelming amount of damage.
That's a good chunk.
Yeah. So you need to make 2 fortitude saves.
Just on attack. 28 and 33.
So you save successfully against his poison, but you do not against devil chills. So this is only going to happen once for the time being. You are going to take strength damage. Zenray takes 2 strength damage, has devil chills, which I will represent with that icon. And it won't do its thing again for a day because it's a disease.
Okay. Just 1 second. I think I might have something wrong on my sheet.
Okay. Zenray is moving right now. Did she delay earlier?
She did, yeah.
Okay, so I'll move her there.
So
that touch.
Yeah, just going on the sheet. So that's a plus 12.
Him is not actually that impossible.
For her, it might be. She just got her strength reduced, so
yeah.
That's not going to be great.
In effect, it's a -1, so...
Yeah. 20 plus 12. Oh, 30. Good roll.
She successfully touches. Roll spell resistance.
Yeah, this is going to fail almost certainly. Oh, good roll. Euphoric Tranquility. He can do nothing unless he's attacked.
Link the spell.
She makes a reflex save or falls in the pit.
She can just end her movement here instead. Kevin, did she have enough movement to be like?
Yeah, I thought I did. Did I?
Okay, I think that then.
Yeah, Euphoric Tranquility, and he gets a save if you attack him, and then he can act normally for 1 round if he makes that save. But he doesn't get. There's no save to the spell.
It's holy shit. We have like 17 rounds.
So we can kill the brain guy and then focus on.
Yeah, holy shit. and it sees us like as like friends and shit. It's not gonna just run away.
So, his turn. Let's look at all of his mini spells. So many spells. However, only one is a real option.
That is such a funny spell. Like the representation of violence in the universe has just been made docile.
Do they have that version of it? No. So, okay, question. That mind affecting effect, would the protection from good effect have stopped at no because Zenrei is neutral?
Yep. Otherwise, she wouldn't have even gone towards them.
Right. Well, she could have gone up to him because she's not a summon, but...
Yeah. But she's
okay.
gonna have a -2 on her attack.
Yeah. I'm not 100% on protection from good. I went up on that spell, but yeah.
Alright. He is going to cast defensively. This is normally not a roll, not a spell one would even bother to try to cast defensively, but he is very good at this, so... He wins, casting defensively. He makes a caster level check. Let me see. Does he get a bonus? Nope, no intrinsic bonus from the fact that this is the better version. This is Dispel Magic on the thing that's keeping the Pit Fiend from doing things.
Oh, damn.
Oh, bitch.
Versus 11 plus her caster level, so probably fails.
That fails, yeah.
Yeah, holy shit.
He will 5-foot step there.
That's even better. I killed two rounds of actions.
Yeah. I mean, it's the logical thing for him to do, because that
totally
fucks him over badly. Is for him to dispel the debuff on his ally, but he fails.
Well, next time you should roll a spellcraft and make him know what this is, but, you know, it works.
Pit Fiend cannot do anything. Can he not do anything, or is it just that he can't take aggressive actions?
We are his friends.
I linked the spell. I'll get to the meat of it.
Okay.
All creatures are dear friends and abhors violence. He can protect himself if you attack it. Until the end of the spell duration, creature's speed is halved. Cannot attack or cast spells.
All creatures are his friends.
All creatures are his friends. If the creature is attacked, it gets a will saving throw. If it succeeds, it can act normally for 1 round.
If all creatures are his friends,
the puppy just
so
dispelled it.
The pillar. Here, I don't see the link. Oh, there it is.
Double link now.
Treats all creatures as dear friends and abhors violence.
But unless it personally is attacked, it will not be.
Yep. So
and when it fails to save, it just moves.
I'm trying to decide. So if all creatures are dear friends, then so inside the icicle, there's like a sort of a smaller shard that glows like brighter blue.
Yes.
And I'm trying to think if this should be the case, but if I take that literally, and it's a high level spell, so I think actually it does warrant taking this literally. All creatures are dear friends, therefore he uses his yearly wish. He's provoking. Does anyone take advantage of that? Not knowing what he's doing.
Nobody does.
No.
He uses his yearly wish to bring that shard into his hand, and as this guy's eyes widen, he eats the shard. That artifact's destruction condition is for that shard to be eaten by a creature who has been damned to hell and then ceased to be damned. Being a devil, that's his origin. He saves the world.
Oh my god! Oh my
That
god!
was a good outcome of a spell.
He then, as a move action, does Zenray prevent him from moving through her square?
No, she treats him as an ally for all purposes.
Yeah. So, he will then move like this because he doesn't like ending his turn adjacent to the pit.
Totally. That's it.
The world has been saved.
Oh my god, that is so gold.
This
is a story for the ages.
Yeah. This creature is freaking out.
Ah, did we destroy his plans?
Oh my god.
Pit Fiend's like, you gotta mellow, man. There's no need to blow everything up, man.
Hippie Ray.
Fang.
Yeah, this dude liked to go invisible, so maybe I can do glitter dust on him. I don't have any really good spells, so yeah.
Okay.
Hope he become blind.
So he has to make a will save?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that wins.
He has blind
was,
sight anyway, so.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know, but he gets outlined, so we can't do the invisibility thing.
Right.
Just, yeah.
Did you lose someone?
I think Leon left. Nope, it was Dorsu that left.
That's a torso.
Mom.
I will full attack the Brainy. Using a haste round as well. Let's see. It is not outside or evil.
I only see hits.
All hits. Very nice. Is it evil?
He is evil.
Cool.
He is not an evil outsider, but he is evil.
Yeah. Let's got that. For a total of 220.
Holy shit!
Yes. Delete.
Nice.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop.
Oh, now I almost want to do we want to try diplomacy the devil to the good side since he did a good thing.
I really wish we had like a helm of opposite alignment or something.
Do you wish you had a way to change his alignment?
Kevin?
Sadly, we don't have the diamond dust. I feel bad now.
There's a pile of diamond dust here, I think. Not pretty sure. My eyes are like glitchy.
Let me see if there would be diamond dust on the guy's corpse.
So how much do you need? 5,000 or something?
25.
25 of diamonds.
It's not calculated into his gear, but let me see if he has spells that would use it. He doesn't really.
Yeah.
So he has no reason to have diamond dust on his person. And the Pit Fiend's SLAs do not require that.
Guess we'll just get out of here before he even wakes up.
Let me see if I'm gonna check something else here.
That was so funny. Good God. Like, I woke
So,
up the whole house with that laugh.
all creatures are his I was gonna say like he wants to disable himself or turn himself good or something because he recognizes that he's a threat to all other creatures.
I don't.
However, he also abhors violence, so there's probably not much he'd be willing to do.
Yeah.
Ask him if he has any diamond dust. He's very helpful to us.
He doesn't, but he can. Let's see if he has plane shift. I would think he would. He has. So he has greater teleport at will. So he doesn't have any diamond dust, but he can go get some and come back here.
We'll give him like 25k. Go exchange it and come back.
So I'll do a since you.
I do still want a diplomacy check.
I was just rolling that now.
49. Hell yeah.
So this, because he is from the hierarchy of hell, this is at least aid that could result in punishment. He considers all creatures his friend, so he's at least friendly, if not helpful.
He's helpful.
He is helpful.
So 20 plus his charisma modifier is what the DC winds up being because of the aid that can result in punishment.
Yep.
His charisma modifier is like 8. So yeah, that even if we say that the penalty for that is much higher, then he will go get some. He teleports to elsewhere on Akaton, get some diamond dust. He doesn't buy it. He just goes to where there's a stockpile and he steals some.
We'll pay it back later.
Yeah, we'll do that.
He comes back and he drops enough to do a wish or miracle in front of you.
Okay. Free action. Tell everyone not to attack him until this is been resolved.
Yep.
And then on my turn, I'll cast wish on him.
As a standard action, he lowers his spell resistance.
Oh, he
willingly fails the save. What do you wish for?
Doing
those two things is contingent on an agreement.
I can't. The protection from it was magical against good would prevent me from doing it. Unless he can.
Torsif can dispel it. In his turn. Torsif, you got dispel magic?
Yeah, I do. I have greater dispel.
Okay.
Try that first because I don't want to waste the wish.
But does this count as we attacking him?
No, we're dispelling the magic circle. We ask him if we can do it.
Actually, it probably should.
Well, why doesn't he dispel it himself?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at magic circle if it's dismissible.
It's
a supernatural ability, so
it's very weird if it weren't. As magic circle against evil.
Don't see dismissible.
Yep, not dismissible.
Is it even like centered on him? I think it's just centered where it's at. No, it's
it is
10
centered.
feet radius from touch.
It's centered on him. And it will last until after euphoric tranquility ends.
So do we want to try to dispel and see what happens, or just kill him anyway?
Do we ask him to dispel it himself with like a diplomacy?
Yeah, he's certain to have a dispel magic.
Yep, he has greater dispel magic.
Well, I'll ask him, please dispel that off you.
So he needs to roll a caster level check against the old one.
No, it's his spell, and he automatically dispels his own spells.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
That sounds right. Yeah.
That works. The wish itself is going to give him a new save against the euphoric tranquility. If he succeeds, then he will get a save against the wish itself.
Yeah, I can see that. Kevin, like, go into your form.
So what are you?
All as fuck, dude.
So what are you wishing for?
I pray to Desna, and I say, look upon this form, but which is not one that normally does great deeds, but has performed one, and grant him the ability to pursue a life of good and become one that will continue to do great works in your name in the future.
Okay.
Wish you read up on Desna more.
Why?
Not that that's wrong, because it would probably work, but you could be like, just imagine what kind of a fun trip he would have if he was a good guy. It would be so awesome just to hang out with him, and we could go on awesome adventures, because this is a rare thing. You should help us turn him good.
I'll let you do it on that. If he wants to save, the save would be 35.
This counts as attacking him. So he gets a save, the new save against the Euphoric Tranquility.
Yep.
So that save would be much lower.
Yeah, the DC is like much lower.
That, yeah.
Oh my god, yes. There's no it's that.
24.
Yes.
Yep.
So still, all creatures are his friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
But he moves away. He moves away from the person who attacked him.
Okay. So.
And the wish happens though.
Yep, the wish happens. And because of the way you phrased it, his alignment becomes true neutral, and he's not intrinsically attracted to any at this moment.
I think that's fair.
Cool.
Cool.
I think giving him I didn't want to say force him to be good. My goal was give him the opportunity to not be evil. Is essentially where I wanted to go for.
So he will now make a choice of his own.
Yep.
So that was 4.
Anybody want to pick up leadership?
He is incapable. He is too powerful to be a cohort.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
He would exceed your cap. You couldn't attract him as a cohort.
Yeah.
However, have a level.
Yes. That is such a good adventure.
Does photography exist in this world?
I think so. I think it's something like that.
I said you could buy anything in the technology guide.
Yeah, so there's probably a camera.
So
We need to like get like
capture
buddy
this.
photographs,
Yeah.
put in the museum.
Oh my god.
Sounds
this
good.
is really a story for the ages.
No,
When we befriended the Pit Fiend.
Yeah.
it hasn't happened yet. Well, I guess while he's making this decision, can we diplomacy him once more?
No, we'll just sit down and start chilling. He's neutral. He doesn't care.
But he has to make the decision about where he wants to be from here on. He can choose.
That's not a 10-minute decision. Right now, he's gonna be like neutral for another year or something.
yeah, he's in all likelihood. This creature is millions of years old, so he will likely be true neutral for a long time.
Okay.
Yep. So let's sit down and chill.
Whatever attraction he had has been dulled enough that he has like an authentic choice for where he winds up. So,
I like that.
and by nature, by definition, that means that all 9 outcomes are equally likely.
8. Actually, yeah.
No, he could
sure.
stay. He could pursue a
He
path
could
that
stay.
winds up with him staying true neutral.
I guess I can see that.
He's going
That
to
is the
roll.
ultimate Desna right there.
Yeah, he is going to roll a knowledge planes check. He knows about that one city in the Maelstrom where unconventionally aligned outsiders can go.
Awesome.
So that's likely his next plan.
Dude, if we play Planar Adventures and we go there, we have to see this guy.
Oh yeah. I will probably run a campaign there someday because I love that setting so much.
Yeah, but now we have like a reference there.
Does this guy have a name?
I hadn't bothered because I thought you would just kill him.
But
Well, definitely
he needs one.
definitely needs one now. But yeah, not on the spot. You can take your time on that, obviously.
So
There are some fiendish name generators out there.
Yeah,
And he
but
could
none
choose.
of
He
them
could
are
just.
gonna be quite right though.
He could choose his new name now if he feels it's a good
Actually,
transformative experience.
we would like make up a name on the spot, Puppy, because his true name is not. He's not gonna tell us anyway.
I'm not gonna come up with a good enough one on the spot, considering
Yeah.
how long it took me to come up with Fiend Chomper.
Yep, that is true. Wow, that was a good shit. Holy hell.
And that was the likelihood of that happening was really low. She had to roll really high on a couple things for that to happen.
Yep.
So and he'll roll low on a save. Like it's really unlikely for that combination of events to happen.
Yeah. Had that been a first level spell, I wouldn't have interpreted Friend of All Creatures to actually mean what I took it to mean here. And not all most evil, and I figure a lower level party, I figure other evil outsiders wouldn't have it would just be that they would wear off before that worked. But and I don't know that that's the intention, but the like in my mind, all creatures does not just mean ones immediately around him.
Mhm.
Like he knows what he is. He knows. Yeah, he knows.
Imagine casting this on like a lich.
Yeah, that's not even that. That's not even that. Like liches don't even have a hard time being go to line, to be honest. The only thing.
Yeah, but like the whispering tyrant, I meant.
Yeah, though you would need another mythic creature to do it at least.
And you would need like some specialized spellcaster that can overcome the mind affecting immunity.
Yeah, which does exist.
Yeah, I know.
So, is this it, or like, is there stairs that go somewhere?
No, those just go to a platform.
Okay, cool.
This was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a lot better than I had expected. Not that I don't expect things from you, but
Wow.
post AP content is not usually the best. Considering last Shattered Star, we just kind of let it fall to the side.
Yeah.
But now you have me, so you know.
Yeah, there's now his regeneration, I think, means that he does get back. He did take some damage from.
Yeah, but like 27 and like 30.
Yeah.
He's good.
So. Oh my God.
We'll go back to the city and take some photos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the murals too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So what's the environmental result of the crystal being shattered or whatever?
Basically, things go back to the. Basically, things stop getting colder, and over the course of the next couple of days, they return to the status quo of basically just before you got here.
No one else in town.
So red sand effect again?
Yes.
Yep.
Because otherwise it would invalidate Starfinder.
Okay, so I mean, I'm not trying to get this right. So the people trapped in the ice were like fucked over by some other groups of people, or
So millions of years ago, there was an evil cult of ice Asmodeans. And because they were working for, I'm basically like not reading, but like just reciting the background section from my brain. They were working with the Mellabranche assigned to Akaton. Every planet has a Mellabranche whose job is to conquer that planet for hell. Galarian's Mellabranche is defined. Several other Mellabranches are defined for each planet in the solar system, but we're not told which one is which, other than we know which one is Galarian. So this planet's undefined Mellabranche. I didn't bother looking in the books for the list to pick which one this would be. There was some kind of ice-worshipping cult, and they basically made a deal with that Mellabranche that led to the creation of this artifact, which would turn the world from a lush paradise to a red sandy waste that would be easier to conquer. That happened, but somehow the intent to conquer things was interrupted. And so Akaton is a red sandy waste for millions of years. Skip forward. In fact, this guy tells you a lot of what I'm saying right now, because he knows that. Skip forward to the present day. There's a contemplative who, because his... And I want to explain how that came about as well. So in order to... when you give a creature class levels, in this case I wanted to give a contemplative sorcerer levels. And when you give a creature class levels, you adjust their ability scores. You give them +4, +4, +2, +2, +0, and -2. And this is supposed to be allocated in such a way as to benefit them in terms of their new class features. So this allows you... the +4 means that even if they weren't really any good at what their class relies on, they're now at least decent at it. They already have decent... He already has decent charisma, contemplatives do. So +4 means that he got to have good charisma. However, what he had a million of and just flat did not need was intelligence. So that was where I put the -2. And I hesitated because I'm like, he's a contemplative. He shouldn't have a -2 to intelligence. But then I'm like, oh, wait. That's his motive. He's resentful because he has an intelligence score of 22. He's only a super genius and not a super duper genius like all of his peers. And I found that funny enough that I went ahead and did it. So when you forced him to run away screaming and compromised their current plan to take over this world, he's basically like, oh crap, I have to turn on we have to conquer, everything is gone, we must advance to stage 20 of the plan right now. And so he comes here and it turns this machine back on. And everything starts ending. And then you come here, and he summons a bunch of guardians. He animates, the Pit Fiend animates those winter whites, brings, conjures some jinxes, gets some old guardians that were here, gets a couple of devils to come in and guard the place. They try to destroy these because they know or at least worry that you, or if not you, someone will be able to use them like you wound up using them. And they create this trap relatively hastily.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I made... it needed to be an artifact because destroying a planet is artifact level power. And so I'm like, but crap, those have weirdly specific destruction conditions. But then I'm like, okay, how about the destruction condition is that it has to be consumed, eaten by a creature who has survived hell, who has been a damned creature and survived, or escaped. Well, the thing is really big, though. So most parties would not have a sufficiently large creature who could consume that.
Yeah.
But you did.
And left them behind.
Yeah, you did, and it was just going to be a lucky... because I didn't remember that limitation on teleport existed. But you did, so I'm like, okay, it'll just be a lucky coincidence for them that they happen to meet this still sufficiently specific destruction condition. And then you do that spell, and I'm like, friend to all creatures. So he wants to stop being the guy whose main job is to murder and torture people for eternal time spans. Because
he already survived hell. Because all devils were
because he was created from a devil who was created from a devil who was created from a devil who was created from a Lemure who was created from a soul. So he was at some point millions of years ago one of the damned. So
Makes
he
sense.
Dude, that is so
and he's a large
deep.
creature, so he satisfies the condition.
That is beautiful.
So I didn't make that. I'm like the fact that he was able to was just a coincidence where it didn't occur. It just happened that I put in without thinking. I put in an enemy who would meet that condition.
Mm-hmm.
Like this story is. I'm gonna keep telling this story
Yeah,
every time
this
somebody
one
asks me
is-
about
This
experiences.
is actually my new best one, honestly.
I gotta say, I'm gonna be honest here. When we got out of the portal, I was just all in fuck it, let's go home mode. But by the end of this is my favorite thing that you have done.
Yeah.
This is, and I designed this adventure in one day, by the way.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Um,
You struck gold.
Yeah, definitely.
I designed it 2 nights ago, the night before.
Mhm.
I just was like, I'm like, crap, the game's tomorrow. I haven't done anything. Which of my maps has the right number of encounters for them to level up? Because I want them to level up at the end of this adventure. Okay, this one and this one has about 10, and it's ice themed. And Akaton, I read out of the setting book, Akaton has, it has the dangerous polar ice caps, and so from there it's like, it hints, and it's very much inspired by At the Mountains of Madness, this kind of dangerous Lovecraftian shit in the south.
Yeah, I love that story.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, this is the devil campaign, so obviously it's devils. And I just kind of come up with all of this backstory based on that, and I kind of assemble it, and it works. And I'm looking at one point. I'm looking through traps because I'm thinking, like, what inspires this puzzle is just that I see this room doesn't attach to anything else. And it is in no way clear how you're supposed to get here from the design of this. I'm now going to turn global illumination.
Yeah, I was gonna
on.
say, I want to see this.
It is global illumination.
So I get the feeling this came from DeviantArt.
That's
did.
where it came from.
Yeah, I love the guy that makes these. He does really good work.
savingthrower.deviantart.com. This map, the coffins I added because I was like, quick, what is this room? What is this room? So I'm like, okay, this one has alcoves, so those are coffins. Okay, so there's undead here. What's ice-themed undead? Winter whites. There's that encounter. This room was to be empty, but to pad out that encounter, I put in the jinxes. Those I made last night. And then I'm like, okay, obviously there needs to be ice devils at some point, so I made one encounter where I just figured out how many ice devils would be the appropriate CR for you guys, and it was 6. So I'm like, okay, 6 ice devils. That's one of the encounters, and I actually misread Wall of Ice. You're supposed to be able to make if you're adjacent to where it's trying to form, you're supposed to be able to make a reflex save to stop it from forming altogether.
Oh wow.
But yeah, so this, I was just scrolling through the traps, and I'm like, oh, the destruction trap, and I'm like, destruction trap, I gotta do it. And so I'm like, okay, but so I see like there's no obvious way forward, and that's sort of like, and I remember all of the times you guys have scryed and teleported. I'm like, okay, that'll be the way forward. But if they're dumbasses, and I want to give them the chance to be dumbasses, because if they are and I punish them for it, it'll be funny.
Yep.
If they're dumbasses, they'll see that there's nowhere else for them to go and just accept a random teleportation circle. So if you had dundered into it, you would have died. And then I see this ice on the floor, and I'm like, and I think about how in Cocytus, we learn that that's how people are tormented there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, what if this cult did the same thing? Like, the reason the main so yeah, that's what like what if this cult has, because of their high level magics, what if this cult does the same thing? And then just sort of other things just sort of emerge naturally from like the nature of what the rooms look like. It's actually pretty fun figuring out in a generic dungeon like this what all of the rooms are. So like this is a small side room. Obviously, it's an armory. These are high-level people. They should probably have high-level magic weapons. So it's full of high-level magic weapons. You know, this giant slab of ice is like a ritual room because they would do a magic ritual to entomb people in the ice forever.
Yeah.
And then the gray rooms stood out, so I made them the ones that are, yeah, they're the ones that have the bas reliefs, which the bas reliefs depicting how things went terribly wrong is taken from At the Mountains of Madness. Where in Mountains of Madness, everything in the ruins that they find is just every wall is covered with bas reliefs. Always, always. So yeah, this one kind of just came together, and then here you are, just casting that spell. I'm just like, they're having a really easy time. I'm gonna give them a CR21 monster, so Boreal Pit Fiend.
Yeah.
Because it's ice themed and it's the best devil. So yeah.
It's like the 8th best devil, I would say.
It's the best non-arch devil.
We broke your devil.
A little bit.
It's the best devil that isn't like a unique creature.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you kind of broke it. And it is, by the way, you even saw it in the initiative order. That's just the Boreal is it being tinted blue.
Yeah.
So
we figured that out.
That's what it actually looks like.
That was a lot of fun. I have to say, I'm always glad when something unique happens like that. You gotta appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like, can you even imagine how fun it's gonna be to like just remember this in like a year when we do like Planar Adventure?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be like all of a sudden, oh yeah, we do know this guy, like out of character.
Yeah. Yeah, I generally like the Maelstrom, so I think I might do a campaign where you guys adventure about the Maelstrom.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, so you guys could be like Pathfinders or just anyone where you just like are just like tasked with exploring the Maelstrom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Or if you don't want to be from Galarian, you could be like
aliens.
I would probably allow shit like Cassithas.
Yeah. At one point, we were going to be 3 brothers of 4-armed aliens.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're a little OP as a race, so I think that's a good reason not to do that.
Yeah, Cassithas are OP. Not in Starfinder. In Starfinder, they're perfectly fine. I
wonder how you balance them out in Starfinder.
Because having extra arms does not give you the ability to make additional attacks in a round.
Well, it doesn't even in Pathfinder, in normal Pathfinder.
Yeah.
They don't have more attacks.
The only thing that you could, I was thinking you could do is two, like you did, probably with two-handing two weapons for two-weapon fighting.
So, had I not made up that feat, that still would have imposed a -4 penalty on both attacks.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's not too bad at this level.
Yeah, that's not wildly bad. You can do it that way. And it is helped much if you wield a great sword and a short sword.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That I think would work.
And then with effortless lace, you can knock it down depending on which weapons you use.
Yep.
So, but yeah, in Starfinder, Kasatha are perfectly balanced. But they can dual wield two-handed weapons. It's just that instead of getting more attacks per round, the penalty for making multiple attacks in a round is decreased for them.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So
Yeah.
in Starfinder, you either make an attack or you make 2 attacks, both at a -4 penalty.
I don't really like that you can't have like 4 swords.
Yeah.
I want to see like
You
4
can.
swords, Hindu style stuff.
You can have 4 swords, and if you're a soldier, you can eventually gain the ability to make more attacks in a round.
That's cool.
It's a card they hold close to their chest. It's a soldier class feature. Maybe Solarians get it as well. I don't specifically
It's
remember.
Cool. No need to recall all of it.
Yeah. But yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. And actually, that Showpad icon was a Starfinder picture because there aren't many. Because they exist in Starfinder.
Yep.
But yeah. So this guy is a new aspect of my personal Finderverse.
Yeah.
Let's take that picture and interplanetary teleport out of here.
Oh, do we? I mean, is there anything like? Oh, when I want to ask, like, are we just to save the people we like from the ice? Are they like going to integrate into culture? Or are we gonna? How are we gonna deal with their like existence now that they're so far removed from anything?
They can live here until they figure that out.
Okay.
They can get like skill ships.
I mean, they can live
just, like, get
in.
some-
I mean, they come from a time that was about as technologically advanced as Galarian is right now. Because things on Akaton regressed before they progressed.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say I didn't mean to interrupt, but the devil can take them to the maelstrom with him.
None of them want to leave, and none of them trust him.
Well,
fair enough.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. The damned souls from hell are also horrified of him.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Fucking racist.
So he, believe it or not, does not have the ability to plane shift.
That is
So
weird.
Dismissal.
No dismissal. No.
not dismissal. That is the wrong plane.
We do not want to send him back to hell.
He will save with all of his might against your dismissal.
I was not saying I was going to do it. I think it's the one we want to do. So where does he want to go?
Can we find some forks here?
He will ideally go to the Maelstrom. Yeah, a Maelstrom fork is not. Planar Adventures explains how expensive forks are.
Challenges.
Let me get. I'm just gonna straight up.
I remember it being 10k. Not really sure.
Yeah.
It varies from
Sounds
like
about right.
almost nothing to extremely expensive, depending on the rarity.
Based on the plane. So Maelstrom is not a. I mean, it's a wonky plane, but it's not like it's not like Nimivore or some shit where like there's no reason anyone would even know about it. Which, by the way, do not Google Nimivore because I'm going to use it against you someday. So it's at the bottom of Running Planar Adventures is the section on tuning forks. Actually, that's alternate. Yeah, here's tuning forks. Tune to obscure demi-plane. Nope. Uncommon. Nope. Common. Tune to any of the 19 planes given full 6-page entries in Chapter 3. That includes the Maelstrom. For layered planes, a common tuning fork can be attuned only to the first layer. Blah, blah, blah. See, there's the price. Common tuning fork, 100 GP.
Yeah.
Holy. Okay.
So 100 GP to give him a Maelstrom tuning fork.
Sure.
We'll get 2 just for one for each of us.
Yeah. They
Give him
sell
every tuning fork there is, just in case
yeah,
he wants.
they
to
sell. I was gonna say that they sell a packet that has all 19 of those planes. Plus, I don't know if the material plane is one of those. So a packet of 20 pack of tuning forks. It's every common tuning fork, and it is 1800 GP, which is a 10% discount.
We'll buy 2.
Such packets?
Yeah.
Okay.
And 1 for each. 1 for him to take with him and explore and find his true self, and and then 1 for us for our adventures. And I give him like a text of Desna to kind of like, here's one such text. There's others out there, but here's one thing to help you possibly.
I'll give him 10k just in case he wants any spell casting done for him, because he can't spell plane shift if he wants to buy scrolls or hire a spellcaster.
Yeah.
I'll drop 10k on him.
Yeah.
That's my own personal.
Do you want to give money to the people we saved to give them like money to settle somewhere?
Actually, ask him if they want to come to us. Like, our world is more similar to what they remember their world is.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. What would they say to that offer?
And
Hell, we'll give you jobs too.
Yeah,
This
we have
is
like
the
we're
world.
building a city.
They kind of the one who's the most leaderly of them says that this is the world that they fought to save, and that looking around, it's still alive. They want to stay here.
Sure. I mean,
Want to give them some starting capital?
sure. I'll give him 7,900
Yeah, sure.
GP from my own personal stuff.
Yeah.
Just dropping money on them bitches, man.
I'll say 10k from the group loot just as a general amount.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Everyone, yeah.
It's like a giant group picture with like the damned souls that people always see from the ice, the pit fiend, the contemplatives we saved,
The T-Rex,
and everybody who wants to come and take the picture with us. The T-Rex, of course. We're like right here in the middle. The picture is so far away. It's so big because there's so many people in it.
God, I love this.
And we'll just hang it in the museum. It's gonna be so great.
My mom is home right now because it's her day off. I'm immediately going to go tell her this story.
Yeah.
You worded it. You said that you wanted to. The way you worded the wish, it was just so I can tell it accurately. It was that you wanted to give him the power to choose his own path, or something like that.
The opportunity to choose a path of good if he wanted it. To serve Desna if his will allows.
Right. Yeah.
That was so good.
Yep. Session is over. You go back to, epilogue is that you go back to Cantargo. People are a little weirded out by how long you've been gone, but otherwise,
That's a good point.
It has not actually been hundreds of years. That was time dilation.
Right.
No,
right,
but
right.
I mean, even if it's been a year or two, that'd be a lot.
It's been weeks.
Okay.
It's been weeks. Nothing of extraordinary note has happened. There was the most notable and difficult thing that's happened is that there was the semester has begun at the university, and a Chelish student who had brought their slave in accordance with the treaty. There was basically someone tried to murder him, the slaver.
Oh.
But
we are not okay with that.
It did not cause an international incident, and it was taken care of adequately by local law enforcement.
Yep.
Good job. What's his name again? Octavio.
Yeah, Octavio handled it. There's been whispers. The attempted murderer was given a relatively modest sentence, about 30 years, which actually 30 years by real life standards, 30 years for attempted murder is actually about right. It's in the order of decades, but you don't normally get life for attempted murder. Anyways, with that, I do need to get away because I need to play tomorrow. I'm playing Pathfinder. Well, I'm running Pathfinder 2 at my
Okay.
local game store, and I need to prep that session, and I need to swim before I do that. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yep.
for
Cool.
the
good
session.
day to you all.
Yeah.
I had
Right.
a lot
It
of
was
fun.
a
Later.
good session. Bye
Lots of
all.
fun.
Bye, everybody.